In this setting that I formulated an idea. What if I could make a long-form, irresistible piece of content that I knew...
What? No. No, 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 no. It was bait. It was fucking bait. You guys understand what that means. The last fucking month or so of this drama has all been bait. Everything was bait, not just the video. His reaction, his constant complaining about Snark wasn't them living rent-free in his head and him crashing out. It was all fucking bait. Here's a list of creators who've supported our sub. Oh my god. So we just have a list of H3 Snarkers who are going to live stream it for you as a market replacement alternative so you can watch it without supporting Ethan. Like, this is it. Like, this alone would be all a judge would need to see. Oh my god, can you imagine that if the result of the lawsuit, the thing that Ethan asked for, isn't money? Imagine if he asks, if he settles with him and says, Judge, I'm fine not getting any money from this. The only thing I want is for them to waive their right to fair use. Meaning they can never react to anything on stream ever again. And reaction content, when done right, benefits everybody. And that's the point. It doesn't just, unlike what Dark Viper AU would have you believe, reaction content doesn't take anything away from the original streamer or the original work when done properly. So Ethan Klein is suing 3 creators. I haven't seen this video yet. I realize it's already broken the internet, so I have high hopes for this one. Been waiting all day to watch this. Let me tell you how hard it is to avoid spoilers for something this fucking big. Just for the few hours I had got off work. I saw the video dropped. I saw the title of the video. I'm suing these 3 creators. And I was like, oh shit. Ethan's dropping nukes. I thought he was going to drop a content nuke because he said he was dropping nukes. But no, he's dropping the legal kind of nukes. And I didn't want to know who the 3 creators were. I don't want to know anything about it. So I have just tried my best to avoid it. I've stayed off Twitter. So after the video, I'm going to have to check Twitter for the context because I'm sure these 3 creators, whoever they may be, have responded in some way. And it's going to be fun to watch the fallout. So we're going to watch this. I'm going to figure out who the 3 creators are, and then we're going to go have a look at the fallout afterward. Now, I'm going to attempt to guess who the 3 are. I think the obvious one in the group is going to be Denims. That chick has been begging for a lawsuit with Ethan for a minute, and I think he's going to give it to her. Like, the minute she threatened to sue him, and then said, psych, just kidding. I just wanted to prove that I could handle a lawsuit against you if I wanted to. And then she refunded her GoFundMe and told everybody, if I choose to sue Ethan, I'll pay for it myself. So I'm going to guess that Ethan rose to the challenge and has given her the opportunity to pay for that lawsuit because now she'll have to. So I'm guessing Denims. Who would the other 2 be? I think it'd be a bad look to sue Sean DeBlack, even though I think he's probably lawsuit worthy. He's just not big enough. I don't even know about Frogan. I don't know if she's big enough. It's definitely not Hassan, though, because Hassan, I'm going to say that Hassan is smart enough out of the entire group to avoid things that could get him a lawsuit with all the shit he says. He doesn't actually do any actions that I feel are lawsuit worthy. Even he's even avoided reacting to H3 content. If this is even suits about reactions, which I can't imagine what else it could be about. Denims I could see for defamation, but he said there's 3 creators, so the only other ones I could guess it would be about reaction content or fair use. So if anybody knows fair use, it's going to be Ethan. He helped set that standard. So... And I feel like a lot of them do violate free use. What with the empty chair streams and the, Denims just blankly staring at the screen with no reaction at all. Plus, they actively admit that they're stealing the content on multiple occasions. They'll even tell you not to go watch the original creator, which is the cardinal sin of reaction stuff. Usually, you can get away with reaction stuff as long as you're adding context. As fair use, which will if this is about fair use, I'll pull up the fair use doctrine afterward. But I do know the fair use is about commentary for the sake of criticism, review, education, parody, and satire, which arguably most of their reactions don't fall into any of those categories. You definitely cannot be a market replacement for the original work. And when they're advertising themselves as market replacements for the original work, definitely empty chair streams add no context. And then when they tell you, watch me, watch it on my channel, don't go watch it over there, which they've admitted to doing in the past. So that, I feel like maybe this is a fair use thing. But if it was just one lawsuit, I'd say denims and defamation. But since it's 3 lawsuits, I'm going to guess fair use. I'm going to guess denims. I can't imagine who the other 2 would be. I don't think Sean DeBlack. I don't think Mike from PA is big enough. Rogan, maybe. The third one can't be Hassan. I feel like Hassan's wise enough to walk the line. I don't know who the third one could be. I have no idea who the third one could be. Yeah, Hassan's smart enough when he's making his content to know what lines not to cross so he can avoid legal action. So I don't think him. Denim's for sure. Frogan's a maybe. Like, I know she said some out-of-pocket stuff, and I know she's reacted to his stuff. No hints. I don't want any hints because we're about to watch it. But the only third person I could think of in this situation would be either, well, he said 3 creators, because I was going to go, well, maybe Reddit, because of the H3 snark subreddit and the special treatment that they clearly get from Reddit admin, but those aren't creators. That's a subreddit, so it's not them. Creators is a very liberal description. I don't even think he can sue Bad Empanada. I mean, he's definitely got grounds for a lawsuit with Bad Empanada, but that dude's in Argentina. Like, there's no extradition laws over there. I don't even think they'd honor the lawsuit if he were to try. Because he knows the guy's real name and everything. Like, he straight up says it on his live streams. Like, he's doxed this guy, which deserved. But I don't think it's him. Anyway, let's let me jump into some Fortnite, and we'll let's just let him tell us. I got 2 guesses. Denim's 100%. Frogan's a maybe, and I have no idea who the third one could be. So let's find out. Without further ado, take it away, Ethan.
Hi there, my name is Ethan Klein, and my favorite hobby is spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on lawyers. Today I invite you into my home to share my favorite pastime with you. Join me in creating generational wealth for my attorney.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you guys a story. About 1.5 years ago, it's a big conversation called ReactGate. ReactGate was a debate going on in the streaming community about what constituted fair use. People like Hassan, XQC, and many of the large Twitch streamers would watch other creators and...
Okay, so it's definitely about fair use if he's starting out with ReactGate. XQC can't be one of them, though. Come on, like, he hasn't reacted enough to your stuff. I know Hassan isn't because, well, I don't know. Hassan has done chair streams, but I don't think he's done enough to cross the line into legally stealing content. The chair streams are a maybe, but did he even watch, like, the content nuke in its entirety? Like, I don't even think he watched but like 20 minutes of it before he gave up. Like, I don't... And it was a charity stream? Like, yeah, I don't think it's Hassan. That would still be a bad look if you're suing him over a charity stream. So, I don't know. We'll find out.
Entire video on their stream. They would rarely add sufficient commentary or even pause the video to speak. Most egregiously, they would re-upload the entire VOD to YouTube with the same thumbnail, the same title, so that they could cannibalize traffic from the original video.
Okay, so to break that down, because I know that we watch a lot of full videos here on this stream, I do know fair use. I did look into it before I started doing this, because you know, this is something I've always done with my wife, watch YouTube drama while we play video games. We just always did it off stream. I said, why the fuck don't we stream this? So we started. But I looked into it before we started. You can watch the entire video and it still be fair use. So that in and of itself isn't a violation of fair use. But the part that he said there, cannibalizing views or acting, which would basically, the legal term for that would be acting as a market replacement for the original work. So if you're watching the original work in its entirety, like, you have to add a substantial amount of commentary to it so that it becomes a wholly different experience than watching it in its original form. It can't act as a market replacement. It can act as, you know, like a director's cut, like an alternative, but it can't completely replace the original. And that's the argument. Like, I remember the Reactgate thing. That was the argument against XQC and Hassan at the time, was that they're not adding anything to these videos. They're trying to basically be a market replacement for it, especially since they're uploading the entire video to their YouTube page. And for the majority of the video, they're sitting there in silence, or they're not even there at all. You're staring at their empty chair in the case of Hassan. XQC only pausing every couple minutes to say one word doesn't count as commentary. Like, there's no critical analysis, because you can watch it in its entirety if it's under, and it'd be under fair use if it was critique, if it was review, if it was for educational purposes. So you're trying to explain how something's made, and then you pause during a movie or something every couple minutes to say, here's how they did this scene, and you added that kind of context. Or if it were parody or satire, pausing every few minutes to go, that was crazy, chat, that was crazy. That adds nothing, and that does not count. What is this? Oh, okay, I'll just smack it. There we go. All right, I love what Fortnite does with characters coming in the slice of a pickle is top notch. That actually came from a different from a different skin. Bob doesn't actually have a glider. I just that came from last season's pickle skin. I'm about to die. That came from last season's pickle skin, and I used it on Bob because I was like, that's a pretty good fit. But don't worry, we're just getting started. You're right on time. This is why you guys see YouTube didn't notify you that I went live. That's right. This is why you guys joined the Discord, pinned at the top of chat, by the way, because and make sure you have notifications on Discord, because I'll do @everybody and throw out my live stream when I go live. That's the only time I really use the @everybody tag. I do have a section that you can follow and put it in your own Discord for the YouTube VODs that I will publish when I make those VODs, but otherwise I don't like put the @everybody tag, so you're not getting spammed with notifications. You only get notified when I go live. All right, that being said, continue on, Ethan.
That's what Lamino had to say about this phenomenon.
I don't mind people reacting to my videos, but I do mind when they play the entirety of my video. A face cam in the corner or the occasional interruption does nothing to address that issue.
All right, so the problem isn't playing the entirety of the video, which is what he said, but using that graph that he puts up there, he's showing you how it's okay to watch the entirety of his original video. So on the bottom graph, you've got the original video being played with little to no reaction during it. Thumbs down on that. In the top one, you've got the entirety of the video being played again with long segments of commentary over top of the video or like during it. So thumbs up on that one. Like, you're adding so much context to it that it would make, like, his video is an hour long. If your reaction is also an hour long, then one can argue you didn't add anything to it. If I do an hour long reaction on my stream, then that VOD of me reacting to it's going to be probably double that, if not longer. So it'll be 2 hours, 2.5 hours, maybe even 3, because I stop very frequently to comment and add a bunch of context or make jokes or whatever. You know, satire, comedy, commentary, and review. All of those things covered under fair use.
My video is still being played from beginning to end.
Really, the hairs look good today. I literally did nothing to it. Usually I style it, and my hair has gotten too long to, you know, spike it up the way I usually style it. So I was just like, okay, we're going, just boom. This is me at the end of a long work day, just going straight into live streaming, because I barely got done in time to live stream with all the stuff I was doing. So hey, somebody told me this video was unhinged, so we're going unhinged. This is it, unhinged Death Witch mode. Let's go.
And in someone else's stream or video. It's neither ethical nor necessary to feature the entirety of someone else's work. Or, you know, they could do the bare minimum and ask for permission. something that none of the major reaction channels have ever done when they've streamed or re-uploaded my videos. But to answer your question, no, I don't want people to stream or re-upload the entirety of my videos.
Now, understandably, this made a lot of people angry, because why should these content thieves, essentially, get more views than the author of the video, which in a lot of cases was happening? I mean, people don't like injustice, and we all see this, and no, it's not right. This debate culminated when XQC, one of the prime suspects, called into my show to debate me, in which case I'm sad to report that I was terribly owned. So in that regard, do you care at all?
I remember this debate. XQC looked like a complete fucking moron. His defense for like, it all basically boiled down to his defense for why it's okay to do this wasn't that it's not theft. It was that no one cares, dude. Shut up. Like, he had no real defense for it other than it doesn't matter, bro. It's not a big deal. Like, that was his whole thing, which I don't believe that a judge would see it the same way there, XQC.
At all about like IP or copyright, or like the fact that it's illegal? Does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
Now, a lot of the reason, real quick, and another reason that XQC used as a defense, which is also stupid but kind of true, is in his defense, because I don't hate XQC. I actually like his work. I even learned how to translate XQC in the VOD I uploaded right before the stream, so if you guys haven't seen that, you should check it out. I found the trick to translating XQC for those of you that want to watch XQC but can't understand a thing he says. Don't worry. I figured out the life hack to translating XQC. So check that out. But a lot of what creators ran into, which is what his argument hinged on, is that it's not a big deal, is because a lot of works aren't like automatically copyrighted for the creator when they upload a video to YouTube. Like, YouTube has a copyright for it, but the creator might necessarily have that copyright. So if you wanted to be 100% sure that no one could touch your work at all, you would have to, and you'd have to do this for each and every fucking video, which no one ever does, is you would have to go down to the copyright office and copyright the video and have it like registered as an original work. And then if anybody watched even a little bit of it, then you'd have grounds for a copyright lawsuit, and you could basically act like Disney and go, you watched 30 seconds of our trailer, we're taking your whole video, which you could do that. Very few creators ever do that. I don't think any creator's actually ever done that. But I learned that because there was it was during the Cutie Cinderella thing. That's right, where she wanted to sue over the AI use. Like, they made a deep fake of her nude doing sex stuff, and that other creator got caught like watching her deep fake sex tape, which it's not really her. It's a computer generated approximation of her, so that's not even her real body you're looking at. But apparently it was close enough that, like, if you were wondering, are deep fakes close to the real thing? Well, she just confirmed it because she got upset over it. So there you go. What is this? But she wanted to sue over that and found out that she couldn't because she didn't own the copyright. So if you were going to get into like OnlyFans, or if you wanted to protect yourself, you're a big creator and you want to protect yourself from something like deepfake porn or whatever, you could copyright your body. But the process for that, which she learned and got upset by, but it's true, this is how it would work, was you would have to go down to the copyright office and copyright your body, which would mean posing nude to have your nude pictures taken by the copyright office, so that, is this a Dragon Ball thing? What is this? Is you would have to go to the copyright office and pose nude in front of the in front of government employees, basically, so that they could, damn it, so that they could basically make your body a copyrighted work. So if anyone ever shared your nudes or tried to make fake nudes of you, you could sue. So she learned that. If Hassan is so communist, he should pay for his mods attorney's fee. I would agree. He'll never do that. That's socialism, man. Yeah, communism is where all of Hassan's mods pay him to be able to be his mods. Yeah. So, okay. But he should. Like, if he actually gave a fuck about these creators that orbit him and all this stuff, then he absolutely would. He absolutely would pay their attorney's fees. He would have their back. But, they all leech off of him for clout, and he just sends them out like his little army to spread his message. He doesn't actually give a fuck about any of them. That's very obvious. You can go for likeness rights. Well, that's a trademark, but same process. You still have to document the thing you're trademarking. Copyright's stronger than trademark. So it's one of those things that's similar and different, but not really. Trademark's more just a name, or like, I think it has to be a written work. And then copyright is a creative piece of media. Anyway, back to this.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if flat out doesn't, because...
But that's fair.
Watch me full screen cam do the fucking worm.
I remember. This was his, like, big own during the fucking debate, was doing the worm. He was like, yeah, what do you want me to do? You want me to do the worm? That's not content, bro. It was like, people want to see my reaction. And then he does the worm, and he's like, well, no, I think people want to see that. It's original content.
Watch your prime, then watch your prime content.
Do it for a week. Do a week of no reaction content and see how many fucking views you get. Okay, sure. That's content, man. It's original content.
It is original.
The ultimate debate, bro. He hit him with the worm. Oh, why didn't I think of that first? I kid XQC, but he is not the one I'm suing.
Marking XQC off the list. I didn't think he'd sue XQC. Like, I don't. He's an idiot, and he has his reaction content's lazy, but not theft. I don't think it crosses into the line of theft. Bad content and lazy, sure. Theft, no.
Despite my criticism, he's not a malicious infringer. But the ones I am suing, you'll see, are much, much worse. Now, ironically, after this debate and in the wake of this large conversation, the problem seems to have only gotten worse. You have people like Hassan Piker paving the way of fair use with what's known as chair reacts, when Hassan gets up to go to the bathroom.
Is he actually going to sue Hassan? Not that Hassan doesn't deserve it, but ooh, that's going to be an uphill battle, Ethan. Hassan also has the money to, like, just drag it out as long as possible, too. Like, you two could be in court forever doing that. Not that I don't think you got a good case, but he could afford good lawyers. Like, it would be a lawsuit for the ages. It would be a fight, but no, he can't be about to sue Hassan. He can't. Like, that's just... That is... Oh, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. I don't know if you'd actually win that. Did I kill him by shooting him off the edge? No, I did not.
Bathroom, or to eat, or to talk to his mom, or to do whatever, disappears for an extended period of time and leaves the video playing for his chair. Mr. Chair, they call it.
IDF had warned people to leave the area around the main airport of Sana, then this.
Holy shit, it's a montage of every time. No, that can't be every time he's done it. He's done it because that would fill the whole screen. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of times.
This operation will result in killing of hostages in captivity. Will result in the death of thirds of the
Well, I've been thinking
And it was in this setting that I formulated an idea. What if I could make a long-form, irresistible piece of content that I knew...
What? No. No. Are you serious? Is he saying the content nuke wasn't even about Hassan? Is that what he's about to say? That the content nuke was a fucking trap? That it was bait? Hold on. It's like 4,000 IQ play. No.
knew that these streamers couldn't resist. They couldn't avoid the temptation of watching it the second it was published.
I don't have an issue with them.
It's not that I wanted these people to steal my video. It's that I knew they would.
It was bait. It was fucking bait. You guys understand what that means. The last fucking month or so of this drama has all been bait. Them playing into his crashing out has all been bait. It was performative. No, this has got to be like a Dr. Disrespect moment where you're rewriting history. This is like something out of a fucking movie. This is fucking Ocean's 11 shit where you're playing fucking 6D chess and you're that far ahead. No fucking way. I mean, it's plausible. They are that predictable. And you would have played them like a fucking fiddle. But man, talk about the long game. That means that you made the nuke as bait. You knew that they'd watch it. You knew they'd react to it in its entirety. You also probably knew that they'd cannibalize views from it and tell other people not to watch it so that they would incriminate themselves. And then you drop a lawsuit on them. And then you crash out about it, knowing that they would react to you crashing out and that would only make them incriminate themselves further. So everything they've said about the nuke and talking about the nuke and telling people not to watch the nuke and talking about like all the shit that they talked would then be able to be played in court. No fucking shot he planned this that far in advance. That's a fucking genius play, dude. Holy shit, bro.
I knew they would watch the entire video, add little to no commentary, react to it instantly, giving them no time to form.
Those are the three. Those are the fucking three. Denim's I nailed. Frogan was a... Is that fucking Casey Tron? I would not have guessed Casey Tron. Is that pothead even relevant enough to warrant a lawsuit? Why Casey Tron? Not that she doesn't deserve it, but she's probably way too burnt out to realize she's even breaking the law here. Holy shit.
Form an opinion. The trap was set and it worked even better than I imagined it would. We captured pretty much every large streamer reacting to it in its entirety immediately.
Except for Hassan. He didn't watch it in its entirety. Told you. Hassan knew what he was doing.
After it was published. Now the thing is, there were a few people that went above and beyond to commit copyright infringement. For example, Denim sits here silently with nearly 50,000 live viewers. That's 30 times her regular viewership. She's working directly with the Snark subreddit moderators to siphon views and their intentions.
What? I don't visit H3 Snark. That means he knew about this the whole time. And he never talked about this on his fucking podcast. They literally have a mega thread telling people not to watch his content, to watch streamers steal it first. Oh my God. Dude, this is a fucking slam dunk case. This is 5D fucking chess he's playing. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Hassan watched like 40 minutes and 11 hours or something. Yeah, but not the entirety, and like it's... That one wouldn't hold up in court, but this shit? They have a literal fucking... Look,
the trap.
Look, oh my God, dude. It's so well done. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. We'll full screen this. Hey, everyone. We've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without supporting H3. They're literally admitting it's for the purpose of being a market replacement. This is like saying you're going to commit murder and then killing someone. They have a written confession, like right here. This is... holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Several creators have mentioned they're planning to stream their reactions to the video in the coming days. Here's a list of creators who've supported our sub Oh my God. So we just have a list of H3 snarkers who are going to live stream it for you as a market replacement alternative so you can watch it without supporting Ethan. Like, this is it. Like, this alone would be all a judge would need to see. Either by engaging with us directly or citing our post in their critiques of H3. If you're planning to watch along with any of them, we ask that you carry our subs rules into the space too. Feel free to check out North Star Radio, never heard of that one, Comrade Casey. Frogan's on the list, Shonda Black, Denims is on the list, Central Committee Mike from PA is on the list. I don't know who that one is, Hallucinating Underdog, Gender Hog, whatever. Casey Tron's on the list. Do not Worry Podcast, that's a YouTube one. Uninformed Leftist, another YouTuber. So all the ones, most of them are on Twitch, where Twitch, of course, doesn't crack down on any of this stuff. But holy fucking shit, he baited a trap. They fell right into it. They did exactly what he said he would do, and they outlined beforehand the exact thing needed to be slam dunk copyright infringement. You're definitely not fair use, which is you are trying to create a market replacement for the original upload of the video. You are actively telling people, don't watch the original video, don't support it, watch us watch it, which is a watch party, not a reaction, and give us money. So now you're profiting off someone else's work. Unfucking believable. Like, they just won the court case for him, and their names are on the list. They made a literal fucking list. H3 Snark just helped him sue 3 people. Oh my God. Oh, this is karma. This is just holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Couldn't be clearer. Here's an excerpt from a stickied post from the Snark subreddit. Hey everyone, we've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. Here's a list of creators who've supported our sub, either by engaging with us directly or citing our post in their critique of H3. Here they're offering...
Dude, this is like an episode of fucking Better Call Saul. This is some Saul Goodman level shit. Holy fuck, bro.
These streamers as market substitutes for my work. This is the cardinal sin of copyright infringement. The Snark subreddit has been a...
Carl Jobs fell on his own sword. These guys are working with butter knives. Dude, these people make Carl Jobs lead up to his lawsuit look like a genius. Carl Jobs doesn't look stupid anymore. He has been out-stupefied. H3 Snark and they're the collection of the dumbest fucking people on the internet. They're so fucking, like, rabidly obsessed with destroying Ethan that they are willing to sacrifice themselves to accomplish it. Holy fuck, you guys are morons. Oh my God, dude.
A frequent and persistent infringer. That's how I knew when this video came out, the Snarkers were going to encourage, promote, and push streamers to commit copy.
He even predicted with the Snarkers would they play all of them, which meant everything. His reaction to it, everything was bait. Not just the video. His reaction, his constant complaining about Snark wasn't them living rent-free in his head and him crashing out. It was all fucking bait. Dude. Ethan is Better Call Saul. Like that's it. Like, mad respect. This took... Oh, I mean, maybe they have a point. Maybe Ethan was a little obsessed, but that obsession was channeled into this, where y'all's obsession is just being used against you. Like, that's it. He won. He just fucking won. You can argue he's still obsessed, but that obsession led to him fucking just owning all of you. Oh my God, dude. I can't hit the broadside of a barn in this game.
Copyright infringement. I should thank the Snarkers, actually. Because of their predictability, they acted like double agents for us, incriminating their favorite streamers and serving them up on a golden platter. So, thank you, Snark. It's one thing for a subreddit to admit it's engaging in copyright infringement, but how do you get the streamers themselves to admit that they're stealing content?
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime. If you like the content, if you...
She's admitting to the crime on live stream and asking you to pay her for doing it. She's done. She's cooked. Like, everything else you wouldn't even need. You just need this stream. You just need this clip. Someone who's this smug about their crime, and you put this in front of a judge who's not terminally online and knows nothing about this drama, who's just going to look at, did you steal content or not? Oh, you did. You admitted you did. You thanked people for helping you do it, and then you asked them for money. Okay, that's case closed right there. Lawsuit one. Lawsuit number one is won. Let's see if he has a case for the other two, because Denham's is a done fucking deal with just this. Holy shit. It makes sense why Ethan was hyping up the nuke for such a long time. Yeah, like, looking back on it, like, this isn't some cope like when Dr. Disrespect admitted to messaging a minor in a tweet, and then he deleted the tweet, and then tried to claim the tweet was bait. What was the bait? You tricked everyone into thinking you're a pedophile? Okay, now what? And then nothing followed? No, that was just him trying to rewrite history. But this was him telling you it was a thing, following up on that thing, and there being an actual plan. This isn't him rewriting history like Dr. Disrespect. This is him laying out the plan before you and following through. I believe this was planned out. I don't believe the Dr. Disrespect thing was planned at all. But this I believe. Holy shit, dude.
Enjoyed your time here.
It turns out they just do it for you. You couldn't cook up a more incriminating statement if you tried. Denham's the queen of self-owning.
Oh my God.
You prevail again. There's one thing about copyright you should know.
Forgot the part where he edited out minor. Oh yeah, he edited it 9 different times. I remember looking up 9 different versions of it. He didn't just edit out minor, he rearranged words, he downplayed it, he edited parts of it out. First he edited the word minor, and then he edited a bunch of other stuff too, like intentions. He edited out the word inappropriate and replaced that with something else at one point. Yeah, he edited the statement a bunch of times, and then he deleted it, and then he tried to claim it was bait. There was no edits here. Ethan laid out a plan that incorporates literally every action he's taken, including the video, and this is the crescendo. This is the okay, now it's time to execute the plan. Everybody's fell into the trap, time to spring it. Yeah, this has been nothing but consistent. This was definitely planned out in advance, and it's all very believable because they all did fall for all of the things he said. Like, I mean, it's not even that far-fetched of a plan either, because they're predictable. This was all like, we all knew they were going to do this. The difference between us and Ethan is he's using it against him, whereas most people just said, okay, well, there you go. Oh my God, dude. Holy shit.
Was that you got to register it before you publish to be eligible for statutory damages and attorney's fees, which is the main biting force of a copyright infringement lawsuit. Well, I'm happy to tell you guys now, I, Ethan Klein, have registered Hassan Piker content nuke with the United States Library of...
Oh my God! Well, I'm not shocked. If you need any more proof that this was planned and this isn't some cope and him just crashing out for... He registered the video for copyright beforehand, before posting it. That's a thing no one ever does. It's literally like slam dunk. I can sue you for copyright infringement. I actually own the copyright, not YouTube. Oh my God, dude. Denham's is so fucking cooked. She's gonna have to go all in on OnlyFans, if you know what I mean. Dude. Yeah, he planned it. Yeah, this is 5D chess. He even went to the copyright office to show them the video before publishing it to YouTube and say, this is mine, not YouTube's. Because you get a YouTube license automatically. He took it the one step further that makes these cases a slam dunk. Yeah, this was planned. This is Saul Goodman level shit. She is fucking cooked. Q gets shit on kid voice. All I can think of is the fucking clip with whatever like DJ Khaled or whatever, where he's like, you played yourself. Oh my god, dude.
Congress. Some of you guys out there sweating.
He's got Billy Mitchell energy. Billy Mitchell after the lawsuit is the energy fucking Klein's bringing before it. You sweating yet? This is deserved. This level of shit talking is deserved. Dude, this could be an episode of Better Call Saul. Holy shit.
Even though theoretically I could sue a lot more creators and rake in millions of dollars, but the purpose of this is not financial gain. People like XQC and Asmongold may have watched the entire thing, but I would never sue them just for doing that. I don't want to chill the reaction community into fear. Actually, the opposite. I hope.
Yeah, that's good. Because you don't want to set that precedent that you can't react at all. Because Ethan Klein can't be the guy who set the precedent for what fair use is when he won his fair use suit, and then turn around and be the guy who also sets the precedent for, you know, restricting fair use years later. Like, that would be a bad look. I don't believe that Ethan is against reaction content. That's the thing that built him his fortune. Most YouTubers aren't. And reaction content, when done right, benefits everybody. And that's the point. It doesn't just, unlike what Dark Viper AU would have you believe, reaction content doesn't take anything away from the original streamer or the original work when done properly. It only helps to add more views to it. And it helps grow the reactor, and it helps make the original content creator more popular. Even if the person reacting to it isn't even a big streamer, the more people that see the reaction to a content, that person's content then also shows up in their feed because the algorithm will feed it to them. Every time I watch a reaction streamer, like, the only reason I know who Dark Viper AU is at all, I've never fucking seen this guy. I've never looked at his channel. I've never watched anything even adjacent to his channel aside from reactions to him. And after I watched, during that drama where he's crashing out on Willie Mac, after I watched Willie Mac's videos on him, and I watched Nicholas DiOrio streams and Chud Logic, and I saw everybody cover him, Dark Viper himself started appearing in my feed because I had watched a bunch of content that was related to him. So yes, reaction stuff does boost the original creator of the content when done right. As long as you're not telling people not to watch the original and like trying to steal views from it, everybody benefits. My interpretation of the commentary community as a whole is that the commentary community as a whole should feel like one big conversation, not one big competition. All these reactions, all these streamers, all these members of the commentary community as a whole should have a large overlap in their audience, because a lot of people who watch Nicholas DiOrio probably also watch Willie Mac Show, probably also watch Chud Logic, Papa Gut, Turkey Tom. All of these people probably share one big audience because it all feels like one conversation where you're getting the different perspective of all your friends, like having a big dinner with all your friends at the same table and you're all having the same competition. It shouldn't be this split community that feels like a competition where Chud's audience doesn't go watch Nick and everybody's going head. No, like they should all work hand in hand. They're all one piece of a bigger puzzle. That's the way I always viewed it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm alone in that. But how many of you guys in chat, like, who watch me, also watch any of the creators that I've also mentioned? And just this is just like what your feed looks like, is it's filled with me and then all of those other creators. Like, it feels like like all those are your friends in your feed, and you're getting each individual take on the same topic. So you end up watching the same video multiple times from all these different reactions, and you may end up watching the original video itself for added context. Is that just me? Am I the only one who does that, or is that how most people engage with this content? Which I believe is the point that H3 is trying to make here, which makes sense because that's how he did his content back in the day. That's how he viewed it back in the day.
I hope that we can all unite against this type of egregious behavior that not only makes us all look bad, but could destroy the commentary community as we know it.
And none of us want that. He doesn't want that either, because reaction stuff's still a part of his like podcast now. Like, we don't want to destroy each other and destroy people's ability to react to each other, because that's what makes YouTube content different from like a television show. It's not just the comments. It's the fact that that like these creators are just normal people, and you feel like you're in touch with them and not just watching their stuff. It's a little parasocial, yeah. But that's what makes it different from television. You don't feel like you know the director of a movie. Even if you watch the director's commentary, you still don't feel like you know him. And you don't feel like you know what his thoughts on other movies are, or on other things, because he's never, like, you're never going to see Quentin Tarantino doing a commentary track for a James Gunn movie. Like, that's never going to, like, all of these different directors and actors all feel disconnected from one another. Whereas in commentary and on YouTube, you all feel like you're in the same room. It's parasocial, but not in like the bad stalker kind of way. It's the good kind of way. That's how I always viewed it anyway. The only people dumber than the creators getting sued are the retards donating to their defense fund. Dude, imagine being an H3 snarker and donating thousands of your dollars. Just a ton of your money. Your disposable, and donating all your disposable income to Denims because you think she can win, and then finding out that not only did you donate money to this dumb bitch who didn't have a fucking leg to stand on, but all of the money you gave to her went directly into Ethan's pocket. That person you obsessively hate. Oh my God, that's why this is so good. That's why this is just like a 5D chess move, because you're taking money from them too. Like, everybody's fallen like right into your trap and playing against themselves. Oh my God, you use them as a weapon against themselves. That's fucking, it's beautiful. It's absolutely fucking beautiful. Holy shit. Denim's just refunded the lawsuit funds, and now she's gonna be collecting more again. Oh dude, like somebody's got to call that one out, because I'm going to go look it up. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'll have to eat crow on this one. But if I'm not mistaken, I remember looking up that GoFundMe at the time when she refunded it to do that. I'm suing Ethan. Just kidding. I was only trying to make a point. But if I ever did want to sue him, I'm just proving that I wouldn't need a GoFundMe, because I'm going to pay for it out of pocket. Because she then threatened to sue him out of her own pocket because she could afford it, and then never sued him. So is she opening a GoFundMe for this one, or is she going to pay for this lawsuit out of pocket like she promised she would? Because if she's doing a GoFundMe a second time, then she should be called out for it, because her whole cope with the original one was proving that she didn't need it. So you said you needed it, then said, just kidding, I don't really need it. I was just proving a point. And now it's, well, actually, I do need it. That can't be what's happening. GoFundMe is already up on her dude. I saved it somewhere on my Twitter feed back in the day when you know, back during that thing when she sued him, when she was threatening to sue him the first time. If I'm not mistaken, the original, maybe she she did end up like editing it because H3 pointed it out on his podcast. But the original GoFundMe said, when she was refunding it, that she didn't need the money, and if she chooses to sue him, which she might, then she'll be using that against him. That she'll be doing it out of her own pocket. That she didn't want anyone else's money. So I'm screenshotting that and posting it on Twitter. I can't be the only one that remembers that though. Like I'm not wrong. Like that is what she said, right? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I could swear she said it explicitly that she was going to use her own money. They're all trying to raise $100K each. Good. That's all more money in Ethan's pocket. This is crazy. Like, there's no way you're going to win. He literally baited the trap and you gave him the evidence. Like, it's done. You're cooked. She did say that? Okay, that's what I thought. I thought I remembered it. Check general real quick on Discord. Oh my God. Yeah, okay, so that's all the Twitter stuff. We'll pull that up after this, because I was going to look up their reactions anyway. So thanks, guys, saving me the trouble. But we'll pull that up after this, because something tells me they are in full-blown panic mode. And if they're not, they fucking should be. He's right. You should be sweating. You've laid out the lawsuit for him perfectly, and you've given him the evidence he needs to win it. Like, he's pretty much already got your confession. You should be worried. This is Carl Jopes lost $350,000, and that was in Australia. The American courts, with this level, with this level of self-incrimination and basically a confession, oh, they are hopefully they're going to throw the fucking book at him. Like, you're going to pay a lot more than $350,000. I don't even know what the max punishment you can get, because the max in Australia was $350,000, and Carl got the max. I don't think there is a max in the States. I think it's just all based on damages and like how bad it is, which means they're going to be paying a lot more. Hey, but maybe Daddy Hassan will donate some of his millions and bail him out, right? Right? He cares about his content creators that support him, right? 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 This is gonna be great. God, I'm so fucking amped for this lawsuit. We are gonna be covering every transcript and everything that drops for this too. I'm gonna document it all. I will file the Freedom of Information Act request myself. Holy shit, I want to see this. I want to see every step of this. With the numbers floating around in the lawsuit, the more the defense raises the funds, the more likely the defense lawyer... Yeah, like the more they raise, the bigger the damages are going to be. Like, they're just going to make it worse for themselves. Holy fuck, like they're doing all the work for him. What does this do? What does this do? I don't know what that did. I shouldn't have used that. Oh my God.
Well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime.
The state of reaction content on Twitch is so broken.
She literally asked them for money, too. She literally admitted to the crime, asked for money for doing the crime. This is like admitting that you're going to murder someone and then asking for money for the murder like a hitman. You're just making your crime worse. Holy fuck.
Creators feel comfortable looking right into a camera and saying outright, hey, I'm stealing this guy's content. Pay me instead of him.
Yep.
This is not a healthy environment. And with people like Hassan reacting to entire TV shows on stream, my fear is that Sony or Disney comes along, sues everybody, and sets a devastating precedent that could endanger our entire field. Now, before I tell you who the three...
So he's trying to stop the bad actors so that it doesn't get worse and get the attention of corporations. Because he's right. You would rather have him suing you and setting a precedent that's reasonable instead of billion-dollar corporations suing the entire platform and making reaction content just banned outright, eliminating fair use for everybody. So this falls right in line with what he's done from the very beginning, because I know that's going to be the cope. That's going to be the narrative that they push, is that Ethan Klein doesn't believe in fair use anymore. Blah, blah, blah. He's trying to destroy fair use. When in reality, what he's doing is to protect it. Because if Disney or Sony, he's right, if any of those companies that own the content that they react to on their stream, because they react to television shows, they react to movies. And if they come in and sue, then like fair use is just gone for everybody. These platforms will ban reaction content in its entirety in order to avoid getting sued by billion-dollar corporations. Because when Sony sues and Disney sues, they're not suing a streamer. They're suing Twitch as a whole. They're suing YouTube as a whole. So yes, you would rather have Klein suing a creator to set a precedent for how conduct should be how these streamers should conduct themselves going forward, so that we now have rules for reaction stuff written into the TOS so that people behave, instead of no fair use at all, and now reaction content is banned. He is, as much as you might love or hate him, his lawsuit is the lesser of two evils here.
People I'm suing are, I just want to make it clear that they all met this very specific high bar of criteria that I set forth earlier. These people were not targeted based on their gender, their identity, their political beliefs. All three are on this list. In fact, they're the only three, as far as I could tell, that reacted to the full video. Drum roll, please. Who's sweating at home, guys? Casey Tron.
Ah! I want to know why he's suing Casey Tron. I mean, I know she reacted to the whole thing as a whole, or rather, probably didn't react, because most of her streams are just her giggling and smoking weed. There's no actual commentary to her content ever. Gosh, she doesn't even have any money. Like, this has got to be just a prove a point kind of lawsuit, which deserved. Casey Tron's content is borderline non-content and terrible. It is theft. I don't understand how she even has an audience anymore. Potheads are fucking predictable. I hate potheads. I hate potheads. And no, I don't consider you a pothead if you just smoke weed. I consider you a pothead if you're Casey Tron and you can't go 10 minutes without smoking weed. If smoking weed is your entire identity, then it's the only personality that you have is I smoke pot, then yes, you're a pothead with an addiction, and you're the type of person I hate. You're the kind of weed smoker who makes normal weed smokers look bad. You're the reason the stereotype exists. She is the stereotype. Fuck Casey Tron.
The queen of ripping farts and bongos.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you... Look! You think I made this?
Frogan, who, bless her soul, she's still rising.
Can I walk away and use the bathroom?
And Frogan! I was right. Okay, so what's the three people he showed earlier? The rising star that's, bless her heart, still rising.
Do I have permission? Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
Oh my God, she flat out says, I'm going to step away and I'll leave it playing. She's asking for permission to commit the crime. Oh my God.
Apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happened?
And Denim's the queen of self-owning. And my God, is she the queen of that?
It's very obvious from the way that guy's talking, he's a Sneeko fan.
Oh my God.
How many times has she proven herself wrong on her own fucking stream and people just roll with it? I can't believe she even has fans that defend her at this. Well, she doesn't. She doesn't have fans that defend her ideas. She has simps. Simps who are just willing to perpetuate her lies because she has streaming personalities. Half her audience watches her on mute, dude.
Bro, I love you. Can I give you a hug, bro?
I'm so sweaty, bro.
I love you, bro.
None of the hostages that have been released so far have said that they have been raped. The hostages have public statements. You can go look at them.
The sexual assault I experienced should never happen to any human being.
This Yemeni kid is just a Yemeni kid with a gun and is not a Houthi, and there is no proof of him being a Houthi.
Are you
Except for when he admitted it on Instagram. There it is. Are you a soldier? Yes. 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 Houthi soldier. Yes. Yes. He flat out admits it.
soldier? Yes. That seems pretty definitive.
He never said Hassan Nasrallah was a good guy.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen.
Now for the fun part. Let's take a look.
It's that technicality thing again. Technically, she's right. Hassan didn't say he was a good guy. He said he was based. It's different, but not really.
At the complaints. And let's start with my favorite of the three, the very own, the prestigious, the highly acclaimed, the highly analytical Casey Tron.
Whoa, hold on. He brought fucking receipts. This isn't I'm gonna sue you. It's already fucking filed. He just showed the fucking court file.
Prestigious, the highly acclaimed, the highly analytical Casey
Casey Cavanis, a.k.a. Casey Tron, an individual, defendant, plaintiff, Ted Entertainment. He's suing them under the Teddy Fresh name too. Which is, okay, I guess, I don't know if I would have gone that route, but maybe that's who he filed the copyright for. He filed the copyright for the video as a video for Teddy Fresh as an organization. Maybe there's got to be a reason he's doing it under his company name and not his real name, but still, that's it. That's the filing in the United States District Court for the Western District of Missouri. There you go. It's definitive. Casey Tron being sued. Not going to be sued, is currently being sued.
Casey Tron.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan.
I don't understand why she still has an audience other than potheads are just excited to see another pothead and they just like watching people rip bong hits. Like Denims, I get. She's conventionally attractive. She's always going to have guys that watch her because they're, again, watching her on mute with one hand on the keyboard and the other one somewhere else. But, dude, no one's jerking off to Casey Tron. There's no content there. She's boring as fuck. I don't understand. I don't understand Casey Tron. I don't understand why people watch her. Back in the day, I get it. She had, I'm not going to say her content's always been terrible. But, okay. Okay. I'm not going to say that no one's ever had a reason not to watch her. She was entertaining back in the day when she did her fake gamer girl thing as bait. That was funny. That was a good troll. But she ain't done anything like that in a long time. She is so burnt out. She's got like 2 brain cells left and they're fighting for control.
Incline. So we're going to watch it.
Well, that's a really dumb thing to say, don't you think? Why are you so comfortable? We've given each complaint a clever little title, and here's Casey Tron's. She smoked more than she spoke. Casey Tron smokes 42 times during her reaction. And
what? He counted the bong hits she took. She took 42 bong hits during her reaction. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, that's podhead level. If you... What's that? Wait. And that wasn't the entirety of the stream. That was just during the reaction? How many... I wonder, like, did anybody count? How many bong hits does she take per stream, I wonder? Holy shit. How is that even allowed on Twitch? Like, how is that not against the TOS? To take that many? Like, her whole stream is just her fucking smoking pot.
just as a silly thought experiment, we thought, wouldn't it be funny if she spent more time smoking than she did talking?
No! Did she actually spend more time smoking pot than actually reacting to the video? No way, dude!
And thinking there was no way that that could be true. Well, we
Right?
tallied them up, and lo and behold, there's 15 minutes.
Fuck the game for a minute. Oh my god! During her reaction stream, she spent 18 minutes and 55 seconds smoking pot and 15 minutes and 40 seconds actually commentating. She spent more time taking bong hits than she did reacting to the content. That's it. She's cooked. That alone. You can just show that to a judge. Judges are notoriously... Judges notoriously have just zero respect, like, for potheads in general. Like, you show this to a judge, and he's like, really? So not only... Hold on a second. We're going on a slight tangent. Missouri, we know that's where she lives now. Is pot legal in Missouri? Missouri's new marijuana law went into effect this month. That was in 2022, making it legal for anyone older than 21 to buy, possess, deliver, use or manufacture and sell marijuana. Okay, so it is legal where she lives. I was going to say, dude, if she's in a state where it's illegal and he just caught her smoking 19 minutes worth of marijuana during a 1-hour video and only 15 minutes of commentary. Even being legal, though, they still, like, it's still federally against the law. And it's also, she's doing it in front of children. Yeah, like, no judge, like, you show this to a judge and he's going to be like, so this person smoked pot for 20 minutes in front of children while stealing your content. Like, he's immediately lost respect for her as a person. Even if what she did isn't illegal, judges still frown on marijuana use. Even if it's not illegal, it's frowned upon. So they'll frown upon the marijuana use. It makes them like, you're already, like, you want the judge to like you. You want the judge to be sympathetic to you, especially in a lawsuit. Because remember, the bar for winning a lawsuit is not beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's only in criminal court. In civil court, the bar to clear is more likely than not. So not beyond a shadow of a doubt. It doesn't have to be definitive. It has to be more likely than not, which means if there's a 51% chance you did something, if it's even slightly more than half, good enough. She's cooked. All right, that's it. That's 2 lawsuits in the fucking bag. He's already won. I want to see what he's got on Frogan next, but Jesus fucking Christ. Casey Tron is disgusting. Like, she even just looks like she smells. She's a disgusting individual. Ugh. People like her are why they keep filling Call of Duty with fucking weed skins.
40 seconds of commentary versus 18 minutes and 55 seconds of smoking. She spent 3 minutes and 15 seconds longer smoking than she did talking in her quote-unquote reaction. And whatever talking she did was just to express how confused she was, presumably from smoking 42 times.
What is happening? I'm trying to...
And she's acting like a pothead when she does do commentary. It's to just show how big a pothead she is. Yeah, showing this to a judge and she's already cooked. I guess it's over. It's over. This one's in the bag. It's done.
Although I've lost the plot.
The complaint continues. Indeed, Casey Tron is often too obliterated to comment on the nuke, and instead stares blankly at her computer screen. And
this is in the filing. Casey Tron is often too obliterated to content on the nuke, and instead she blankly stares at her computer screen. In a span of 2 hours and 7 minutes, Casey Tron smokes marijuana frequently and in high concentrated form for nearly 19 minutes, which is 3 minutes more than she speaks during her group viewings. He calls it a watch party in there. They don't even call it a reaction stream. Oh my God, the wording on this is fucking nuclear, dude. And they cite every individual timestamp. At one point, Casey Tron is so wasted that she states, "What is happening? I'm trying to follow, but I have lost the plot." That she's not even paying attention to the thing she's watched. She's done. She's cooked. She's cooked. Good. Fucking take this pothead to town. Fuck this bitch. Oh my God, dude. Holy shit. Ethan didn't drop a nuke. He just fucking obliterated the whole. He just went Frieza mode and obliterated the whole goddamn planet. He just nuked them from orbit. Holy shit. Nuked them out of Hassan's orbit. Oh my God, how wild would that be? That if they get in water so hot that Hassan distances himself from him in order to save himself. That they get knocked out of his orbit and he won't even associate him with me. That's it. This is career ending. If that's the way it goes, that's worse than the lawsuit. They lose money in the lawsuit and don't have a career needed to make the money to pay Ethan because Hassan won't associate with him anymore. That would be icing on the fucking cake, bro. Oh my God. Fuck demon mode. He just went Frieza mode. Holy shit, dude.
A span of 2 hours and 7 minutes, Casey Tron smokes marijuana, frequently in highly concentrated forms through vaporizers, on 42 separate occasions. At one point, Casey Tron is so wasted that she states, quote, "What is happening? I'm trying to follow, but I've lost the plot." To give you an idea, the majority of her commentary comes down to this.
I don't understand.
He's gonna show all 42 instances of it. Yes, bro.
Stand this bit
He's got the South Park counter in the screen. Look at this. Oh god, she is a disgusting human being. Get that cave troll off my screen.
doing.
What the fuck is that? How many fucking smoking devices does she have? That just looks like a colostomy bag. What the fuck is she?
I don't
Watch what she pulls up to her mouth.
understand this bit that he's doing.
What is that? What the fuck is that? Where are my Discord? Where are my resident marijuana smokers in Discord who can tell me what the fuck that thing is? It looks like she's pulling a fucking colostomy bag to her mouth. Holy shit balls. Goddamn, potheads are gross. Dude, if they put half their brain power needed into constructing these contraptions that they smoke from into, like, actually doing something with their lives, they could be millionaires too. Bag for a volcano? I don't even know what that means. Oh, I gotta click back over here. I am not. This is what's under my desk. I promise you I am not jerking off to Casey Tron. Do you need me to hold my hands up here so you can see where they are at all times? Is that what you're gonna need to believe, that I'm not fucking jerking off to this piece of human garbage? I'm holding a controller. I'm not holding my cock. Holy fuck, dude. I can't believe Casey Tron has stands. Oh my god.
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
CPM's coming out of Qatar.
Is he really gonna show all 48?
Anime, right?
What the fuck is that? It got bigger. Jesus.
He's read more books than you could ever imagine.
What is happening? I'm trying to follow. I've lost the plot.
Good lord!
They do musicals. They're very musical people. Are you being serious? Dog, what do you look?
Oh my god! Please tell me she's single. Like no one's touching this in real life or being in the same room with what? Ugh, dude. He thinks the mic is my dickhead. Dude, I wish my cock was that big. I think this Miller person just really wants to see my dick. You're on the wrong site, bro. Jesus.
You think I made this? This isn't a music video, Hassan.
And as dumb as all of that is, this is the part that really got her sued.
A lot of people have been wanting to watch this without necessarily.
Did she also just admit that she's going to be a market replacement for it? On top of like excessive weed smoking and all the other things that are going to make a judge just hate her as a human being. If the judge isn't sympathetic for you, that alone will lose you the case, but this is nail in the coffin. She's cooked.
Supporting Ethan Klein without necessarily supporting.
Yep, she did. She just admits that she's going to be a market replacement for him. You're supporting him without necessarily supporting him. Cough, cough, wink, wink. Oh my god, dude.
Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it. What the fuck is going on here?
Stating outright that her intention of doing this is so that people who don't want to support me can watch it through her is why copyright infringement laws exist. You could not and should not do that, especially if your commentary consists of you taking bong loads. At least try to engage with the content. Whoa, what was that? Oh, sorry.
Oh, I just got jump scared by Frogan. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude.
Flying star, it almost got me. You know her and you love her, guys. Frogan. Reaction by exiting. Here she is getting up to leave the video running as she steps out of the room. Is that transformative? I guess the judge will decide. She said, quote, "It's time to watch the new Nuke ethically." Hell yeah. Huh.
And they called it ethic. They're claiming what they're doing is ethical. Oh my god, dude. This judge is gonna throw the book at these bitches. Deserved. I can't fucking wait.
Very smart to say on camera, by the way. She said, quote, "Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me." Well, you are so welcome, and I'm so glad that you were able to enjoy that day. Her commentary is so non-existent that even her own fans begin to call her out.
I don't have anything to say, dude, because he's cycling the same fucking points over and over again. What more commentary do you need on him repeating the same fucking points for the whole first hour and 1 minute and 32 seconds? It's been the same shit over and over again. This video could have.
So you've literally just admitted that there's no reason for you to watch the rest of the video. That you've gotten what you need from it, and there's no reason for you to continue to steal it. But you're going to anyway. Oh my god, dude.
It have been condensed into 20 fucking minutes. Like, what commentary do you want me to add by, like, oh, this guy's a fucking idiot, he's mentally ill, and he's having a mental breakdown, and uploaded it to fucking...
Just put the controller down. We hear the button presses. Anyone with a yeah, I know. I just can't believe Casey Tron has stands, although it's probably not Casey Tron. They're probably here to defend Denims and Frogan and Hassan. Like, that community, dude, you look at any one of my videos on YouTube, look at any time I've streamed about this stuff, look at any time I've made a VOD about this stuff. They literally come to brigade my comments and downvote the shit out of my video because they think that that's going to get it out of the algorithm. When in reality, any engagement on YouTube is good engagement. So by all means, all you Hassan fans, all you assholes and, you know, popping into my stream here watching, downvote the fuck out of this. Have fun. Knock yourselves out. Any engagement is good engagement. Because guess what? Rage bait also makes it into the algorithm. YouTube doesn't care if people are watching because they're a fan or if they're hate watching. Views are views. And engagement is engagement. So the more you interact with it, the more they show it to people. So thank you. Hate me into the algorithm if you so choose. I encourage it. Downvote me all you want. Knock yourselves out.
YouTube? Are you going to make at least one good point? What do you want me to make a point on?
Oh, I forgot. She also said, "Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing." You may use the bathroom, Frogan, although I don't advise it.
Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
This into your stomach. And let me state the obvious. Jew and
apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happened?
well, you just pause it.
I came back and asked, what happened? What did I miss? Sorry, guys, I left it playing while I went to the bathroom. There was no transformative work being done to this video that I want you to watch on my channel instead of his to screw him over. I literally have malicious intent, Your Honor. And I'll do it again. Bring the hammer down. Oh my God, fuck these bitches.
That's it. You just pause the video, right? Like, you get up and you go to the bathroom, you just pause it. They should be watching for you. But if you get up to go to the bathroom and they keep watching my video, they're clearly not watching for you, right? As lazy and pathetic as her reaction is, this is not why she's getting sued. This is.
Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate everyone's support. And thank you for watching it with me. First time viewer, time to watch the nuke ethically? Hell yeah. I found my way from Reddit. Hi guys, welcome Reddit people. Reddit people, Reddit people. I came from the HP Snark Reddit. Ethan is so pathetic while Hassan is in Japan. I'm bothered having a great time. Exactly. We're gonna watch it live, yes. He doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well.
It's the stated malicious intent to steal. They talk about watching ethically, but I learned not to steal when I was 5. Up next is Denims.
Alexandria Marwa Saber, a.k.a. Marwa Towlart? Wait, did she get married? Marwa Towlart Ad Delamanim, a.k.a. Denims? Damn, how many names does this bitch have? This bitch has a ton of names. Usually if they have 2 last names like that, it means they got married and they show the maiden name and then the new name, but she's got 3. Okay, Denims, an individual, and of course, this one's filed in California. So he did it in each of the states that they live in. Yep, these aren't going to sue. These are actively being sued.
And honestly,
thanks H3 Snark. And Snark's got, that explains why Snark's been in panic mode all fucking day. Because it's literally their fault. They gave it all to Ethan on a silver fucking platter. Oh my god, they have got to be fuming right now. And deserved. Dude, this is 5D chess. Like he just used his worst enemies as allies against all of these fucking morons that are feeding them the content that they clip out of context. Holy shit, dude. I'm still floored. This is so good. This is so well played. This is like movie shit.
just take a look at this, guys. It's a nightmare on Denham Street. Not only did she chair react, but she was kind enough to write her name right at the top just so that we knew that she was stealing my content and it was her room and nobody else's. Judge, did you know that we're on Denham Street right now? Here's some quotes from Denham's. We're relying on you to stay live so we don't have to give the nuke views. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Since he's confirmed it's coming out today, I'm gonna stream it. That is very explicit. Denham said, quote, well, guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible...
Yeah, she just admits to it, like, outright. Jesus. Guys, if you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible Ethan, give me a follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like my content. So she stole it, asked for money for stealing it, is proud of stealing it, and did it with malicious intent because she doesn't like Ethan and thinks him and his videos are terrible, and then claims the content as her own. She took it a step further than the other ones. She is beyond cooked. You know, Casey Tron's brain is cooked. She's also cooked in court. Frogan's like standard level cooked. It's what you'd expect from someone who is doing this kind of thing. And Denham's is above and beyond cooked. So we got 3 different levels of cooked here, boys.
Video. Give me a follow, subscribe, throw a prime if you like my content. Your content? The Queen of Self-Own included a countdown timer so we could tell exactly how long she was away. After being gone for a few minutes, she returns and then sits silently for another couple of minutes eating.
I'm gonna go pee, and hopefully, when I'm back, they're done with this.
Okay.
Oh my God. And for convenience, Your Honor, I've included a timer next to my face cam so you can see the exact number of minutes and seconds I was not there to provide context or content or transformation to this work. You're welcome, Your Honor. Oh, yes, I will take my fine now. Okay. How much do I owe, Ethan? Oh my God, dude.
You do look better.
Mr. 305. I see it.
Dude, you should do this.
I have an alternate.
We're relying on you to stay live so we don't give more views on the nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Since he confirmed it's coming out today, we're gonna stream it.
Chat asked for confirmation. Are we stealing this from Ethan or what's going on? Yeah, we're gonna steal it. I'll live stream it for us. And then confirms, oh my God, even your chat helped cook you. Oh, she's done. She is beyond done. Holy fuck.
If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it, you know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else.
And encourages you to go watch it with other people, if not her. Just anyone other than Ethan. Anyone other than Ethan. Only autistic cops say literally masturbating. How do you figuratively masturbate? I mean, well, maybe he thought I was a Jedi. I would imagine that, you know, someone like Luke Skywalker, for instance, he was alone on that island for a long time. He probably masturbates with the Force, I would imagine. The rest of us say I'm jacking off. Unless you're British, then you're just having a wank. Yeah.
If you enjoyed not giving any views,
which is what half of her audience does while they watch her. And by half, I mean like 90%. I was more shocked by how insanely good this video was than the content cop from iDubbbz being as shockingly bad as it was. Dude, oh my God. Like, there's, like, the level of stupidity on these people is so predictable. This is the result. This is that thing that, like, you would joke and you wish that Ethan would do and how easy it would be. And he actually fucking did it, dude. Speaking of which, good call on On Battlefront 2, I played matches, and it's a solid upgrade. Yeah, making it so you earn the ability to play the heroes instead of it being camped on the map was a huge win. I can't wait for the third one, and I hope that the resurgence of players, if we can take a quick tangent, into Battlefront 2 has convinced EA to make a Battlefront 3. And hopefully they learned from Battlefront 2 and saw that it is as popular as it is because people like it without the microtransactions. Is that a wet dream? No, well, does a daydream count as a wet dream? Pretty sure these people are conscious while they're doing this. I mean, it's still gross. It's still gross. Gross to think that anyone would masturbate to Caseytron, but they're definitely masturbating to Denims. No one, I believe, is masturbating to me. And if you are, I don't want to know about it. Don't type it in chat.
Views to that terrible video. Follow, subscribe, throw a prime. If you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here, because I'm going to be honest, I did not want to watch that by myself.
Let me also commercialize it by asking you to reward me financially for stealing his content. That is like chef kiss. By the way, Denims had a very successful stream. She had 43,000 people watching her live. Take a look at the title of her Twitch stream. Ethan Klein Hassan Content Nuke Watch Party. A watch party?
She literally used the fucking words watch party. Yeah, so this is the Beyond Cook level I mentioned. She is Beyond Cook. She literally admits to the crime, outlines how she's going to do the crime, and then titles her stream what the crime is. She's cooked. She's fucking cooked. Oh, and before another one of you fucking Denim stands shows up in my chat to be like, actually, that's not a crime. No, it's not a criminal crime. It's a civil crime. Still a crime. Still against the law, which is why he can sue. It's just not a criminal court crime. It's a civil crime. You know, like cheating on your wife. You can't go to jail for it, but she can use it against you during a divorce. It is adultery. It's still a civil crime, and it's how she can win in the divorce and get half your shit. Still a crime, just not a criminal one.
I don't think that's fair use. Now, Denims, of course, always delivering the goods. She went on this dude's
H3 owns Denims now? Well, I hope he kept the receipt. I want my money back.
podcast to debate fair use. And would you be surprised if I told you she's...
Is figuratively masturbating a civil or criminal matter? Probably a civil one. I think actually whipping your dick out would be a criminal crime. But, you know, figuratively whipping your dick out in your mind or talking about masturbating or putting your hand in your pocket and playing a little pocket pool. There's probably still rules against, like, obviously playing pocket pool or masturbating in public, but you're not indecently exposing yourself because it's still in your pants. I imagine there's probably still a crime there, right? It's just not a, like, obscene crime. It's probably like one people could sue you over, but you couldn't go to jail. I don't know. I don't masturbate in public. Why are you guys asking me this? What if I whip it out but wear a monocle and sip tea while I'm... You're going to cosplay as the Monopoly Man and masturbate? Why are we talking about this? That would be civil. That'd be very civil. Classy, even. Oh, God. No. If you guys want to jerk off to Denims, do it on your own time. I don't want to hear about it.
Said a lot of incriminating things in that podcast. The queen of self-own never disappoints.
I want to be clear on my opinion on like filler content and stuff. Like I think filler content, like you shouldn't do it. I know I do it as a React streamer. And I try to do it only when I do it with like Vox videos or Vice videos and stuff like that. Because at least I'm not like directly ripping from one content creator. And
holy fuck. So she doesn't just self-report to stealing Ethan's content. She's self-reporting to stealing a bunch of different content. So guess what, Judge? We now not only have a confession, but we also have outlined how she commits the crime and the motive. And multiple offenses of it as well. So, you know, if any of those other creators are watching, you can just piggyback on Ethan's suit. Oh my God, can you imagine how awesome that would be if Vox and all the other channels that she just mentioned decided to jump on and sue with Ethan? So she's getting sued with multiple counts, and they all just get to piggyback off of the evidence that he has collected. So now she owes, all right, you owe 1.2 million to Ethan, 500,000 to Vox, this much of the, oh my, she's fucking ruined. She'll be, hey, maybe she can room with Carl Jobs after she files for bankruptcy.
and not like a whole team and stuff. And most of those videos have like 5 million views. I only get like 500 viewers. I'm taking maybe 50 views from the video. It's a lot harder to feel like, I guess, bad about that. Whereas like I would feel very.
Oh my God, she just used the Robin Hood defense, which by the way doesn't work in court either. Yeah, Your Honor, I stole, but that rich person can afford it and I'm poor. I literally stole from the rich, so it's fine. So what? So what? I only took, this $60 video game from Walmart. Walmart makes billions a years. They're not gonna miss it. Why is this a crime? Oh my God, dude. Yeah, she's cooked. Beyond cooked. Oh fuck, I just fucked myself. No, I actually didn't take fall damage there. Oh, neat.
Very bad about doing that to like a single content creator. The majority of people say that they literally wouldn't watch Hell's Kitchen unless I was streaming. And it doesn't necessarily.
And admits that she is basically just stealing the content here, that she is a market replacement because these people wouldn't watch it if she didn't stream it for them. Oh fuck. Hey bud.
Mean that I'm reacting hard enough. I'm sure if you click on a random part in the video, I might not be saying anything, sure, whatever, and I might walk away from the screen. But it's about like the communal thing. It's why like fucking Toast started streaming Death Note. It's not about the actual.
Wow, so I only do it because people watch me do it. I only do it because it gets me views. Because it takes views away from the creator and gives them to me. That's the only reason I do it, Your Honor. Dude, stop talking.
Actual show at a certain point. It's the same reason you watch shows with your friends. You want to watch it with other people. A lot of people go to watch streamers on Twitch for their react content almost as a curator. So they don't actually want to go through YouTube themselves and watch a bunch of videos, and they probably never will go through YouTube and click a bunch of videos. They like going to Twitch because they like to have it as like, this streamer is curating fun content that I want to watch.
And now she's throwing the entire fucking platform under the bus. By going, people only go to Twitch because it's where they can illegally watch things like copyrighted content, because it's where all the content thieves are. Huh. This is comical. This is fucking comical. This is like Adam Sandler movie writing. Like, this is, holy fuck, dude.
Like, I'm sure
From the people that I've talked to, the people who watch Twitch content are specifically there to watch it so they don't have to scroll through YouTube and find a video they like.
They're specifically here to watch us steal the content. If we didn't steal content, they would be on YouTube where the content is. But instead, they come to us because they're lazy. See, we're providing a service, and that service is piracy. Oh my God.
If someone watches content, I already said this, if someone watches content on someone else's stream, there is a very low likelihood that they're going to go watch it separately and give you like the view or the like, or the people who are watching content on Twitch.
Stop fucking talking, bitch! Oh my God. You're already cooked. I feel like the Simpsons meme. Stop. He's already dead. Holy shit.
Curated Twitch content on Twitch aren't necessarily people that would be watching content on YouTube.
That, my friend, is called theft, and you're a thief, and now I'm suing you. This is just a testimony to how brazen and how safe they've, gotten. That she thinks she can go out in public on video and say shit like, I'm stealing this content because I want to. I'm coping even though I know it's stealing. When people watch it with me, they're definitely not going to go watch the original. Like, you are way too comfortable committing crimes out in the open. Well, there you have it. 3 separate lawsuits for 3 separate geniuses. Now, I want to make it clear again, and I hope it's been obvious about why I'm suing these 3 people.
Yeah, you're doing it to protect fair use. This is the second time you've gone to court to protect fair use. We should all be singing Ethan's praises, especially if you're someone, like myself, who likes to react to content and enjoys the liberties that free use provides us. If you want that protected, you should be supporting Ethan at all costs, because he is literally fighting for it on several fronts, on several different occasions. That is what he's doing. Better Ethan sue you than Disney, because this could equal a new TOS on Twitch, a new TOS on YouTube. Yes, this does have the potential to change the platforms, but it would be for the better, because it would be outlined what is acceptable content reaction and what is not, as opposed to Sony and Disney suing and then there just being reaction content banned entirely. So we'll actually have, after this, I mean, it's going to change the YouTube landscape and Twitch landscape, hopefully, for sure, after this. But it'll be done in a way that makes it better. I 100% believe that it'll be better. And I say that as someone who enjoys the current way that we react to things.
And not others. These people not only
the Twitch adpocalypse has been inevitable and coming for a long time, even without this lawsuit. Dan Saltman already pointed out how that's already starting to happen. And if you're someone who doesn't have an ad blocker and actually watches ads on Twitch, which I occasionally get on mobile, I don't understand how anyone can even watch Twitch with ads. They play so many, and they're so long. Like when it takes an ad break from the live stream, it does it without the streamer knowing. You're literally missing the stream. And those ads last 3 to 4 minutes at a time. And they do those like several times an hour. The Twitch is ridiculous with its ads. But anyway, their adpocalypse has been coming because if you've been watching their ads, you only see like the same 4 or 5 brands over and over again. And they're not big name brands. There's some video game stuff for sure, but you're not getting Coke ads and Pepsi ads anymore. You're not getting, you know, any of the big name players. Their ads have been slowly walking out the door behind the scenes for a while, and if you pay attention, you would have noticed.
Violated all of the principles of fair use. They also did it maliciously, and that's the part that really got me. I think if you're a reactor on Twitch, for the most part, if you make a good faith effort to comment, and if you make a good faith effort to promote the author, to link to them, to try to drive traffic to the original video, I think you're probably pretty much doing the right thing, and that's fine. And I would never...
Which I don't always do. I'll admit I'm bad at that. But if I react to the entirety of a video, and especially if I feel like it might get more views than the original, because that has happened on my channel. I know I'm not a very big channel, but when I reacted to that Hassan Glazer chick, my video reacting to her video ended up getting more views than the original, which I then linked in a comment that I pinned with the original so people can go watch it. And you know, I try to be fair. When I realized that I might be borderlining on what he's talking about, where oh shit, I'm taking views away from the video, or I may be getting more attention than the video itself. If I ever see that that's going to happen, then I'm definitely, you know, linking to the video either in my description or in a comment, or you know, crediting them in the video itself. If I ever got to the point where I was doing this as a job and not just as a hobby, then I would definitely take that time to meticulously edit my videos and make sure every site was sourced and all this stuff, because I would want everything to be above board. If I'm doing it as a job, I'm going to treat it like a job. Right now I do this as a hobby, so I treat it like a hobby. I try to do the right thing, but sometimes I miss the mark. But that being said, it's only when I'm doing like no one's H3's not coming after me, because I add plenty of context and I do have a good faith effort, even though I will link to this video. But a lot of times there's bigger creators I don't link to, like I didn't link to Billy Mitchell. I don't think Billy Mitchell cares. I added a lot of context and I didn't really steal any views from him, I don't think.
Never sue someone for that. Take it to these 3 absolute morons to state their intention to steal my property on video, you know, and to all the detractors.
And I've definitely never and will never do that. You will never see the words watch party in a title of my stream.
Who are saying that I'm targeting women, that I'm a hypocrite for suing for copyright infringement. I just have this to say. I don't care. What I do hope, though, is that you'll support their crowdfunding efforts to defend themselves. Because let's face it, I want to make sure there's money left over.
Oh my God, he's telling you to donate to their GoFundMe so he makes more money. That's a win-win move. There's no way that, like, because either A, all the snarkers heard him say that and that makes them not go and donate to Denims or Frogan or any of their GoFundMes. So then they have to pay out of pocket to cover their lawsuit against him, or they do go and donate, in which case she has plenty of funds, and the amount of funds she got is in writing. He can show to a judge, which means he gets more money from the lawsuit. It's a fucking win-win play. Chef's kiss, Ethan. Holy shit.
Over for me when I win my lawsuits. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a great time. I'll see you around.
And he's so fucking smug too. Oh my God. Deserved. He spent months, maybe even a year planning this. And he finally gets to make this crescendo video. He finally gets to spring the trap. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, I know that person thought I was masturbating because I had my hand under my desk, and I can understand why people think I might be, because I'm rock hard right now. It's so good. He served him up on a platter. Goddamn right he did. All right, fuck the game for a minute. Yeah, that's fine. You can keep beating me up in the lobby. I don't care. All right. Here's what we are going to do right now, though. Since I believe you guys linked me some stuff here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's go look.
You need a cigarette, man?
I might need a bong rip. Oh, Caseytron can do it, right? Holy shit. All right, so here we go. I got some. Let's pull this shit up. I believe that's it. Hold on, let's redo my transformation. All right, so we're pulling up the reactions here. All right, here we go. We got this age like unpasteurized milk. This is the one I saved. I couldn't save, by the way, I couldn't save the original tweet. I tried to, but as you can see, the author has blocked me. So I've already got my badge of honor from the last time we covered denims. She's already blocked me on Twitter. All right, so here's her original statement from the original GoFundMe when she was threatening to sue him. 1 week, 1,692 donations, and $46,000 later, I am refunding the GoFundMe. If and when I go forward as a plaintiff, I will be self-funded. Oh, there's the technicality. Because remember, all their arguments always hinge on technicalities. She said she'd be self-funded if she was a plaintiff, but this time she's the defendant. Oh, okay. So there we go. I'm just predicting the cope here, guys. All right. So thank you everyone for helping to prove Ethan wrong. His behavior is unacceptable, and people do care. Oh, they do care, and all of this is going to come back to bite you in the ass, sweetie. People do care. Proceeding with a defamation suit against him is a monumental undertaking. His suit with Kavanaugh started almost 4 years ago and is still ongoing. And that's the reason you should be shitting your pretty little britches right now, because that means that your suit could be ongoing for years. And by the way, the longer it goes, the more money you have to bleed. And he has a lot more of that than you do. But hey, you know, maybe Hassan will step up to the plate and give you some. Give you some of those millions upon millions that he has. I mean, after all, he is a socialist. He's all about spreading the wealth, guys. Yeah, that's what's going to happen, right? Oh, don't bet the farm on it. I don't want to fundraise to start a fight that I can't finish. Well, you too late now. Finish it or not, it's happening. You don't get that choice anymore. So you better be able to finish it now. Holy shit, you already picked this fight.
You open the can of worms, now you have to.
Yep, I'll be doing it with my own funds. I'll be keeping all of you posted if anything happens while the statute of limitation runs for the next year. And I'll be elaborating on my stream on Friday. I appreciate all of your support. It means more than you know. So she gave all the money back from her first GoFundMe and claimed that she will be doing it out of pocket if and when she sues him. Well, there's the cope, is they're going to say, well, she didn't sue him, he sued her. But you know what? He's suing you because of all the shit that you've started. You did pick this fight. This was inevitable. You should have seen it coming, and you probably should have kept that money because you're going to need a whole lot more than that. Really? You kept that GoFundMe up for a week and got, $50 some odd $1,000? Now you're going to need a whole lot more than that in order to take him on now. Especially if imagine that, if his lawsuit lasts as much against you as it did against Ryan. That lawsuit went for 4 years. It's over now. Ethan won that one. He'll win this one too. Well, they settled, but a settlement is still a win when you're the one suing. So I hope that Ethan doesn't even give them the option to settle too. Like, I hope that he's just like, nope, we're going all the way, baby. I want the judge to fucking find you. Don't let them off easy, Ethan. Make them go the fucking distance. Make them go all the way through the entirety of the process. I hope that you fucking give them generational debt. Give your lawyer generational wealth and give these motherfuckers generational debt. They have more than earned it. Just financially ruin these people, and maybe they'll also get off the internet and make it a better place for everyone. And she even issued a comment afterward. Why issue a retraction and crowdfund if you weren't serious about your threat? I was and am. If CCC Statute 48A applies, you must issue a retraction within 20 days of the defamatory statement. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that was all the stuff that Ethan pointed out in his video at the time. And we're still going, you lying witch. Yeah. Okay. And people kept commenting on that. What else? Didn't I have another one here saved? Oh yeah, this one was funny. Casey Tron said she will be suing Ethan after he said he would sue her. No, the fuck you're not. Sue him for what? For what? And worst of all, it's not even H3's account. That's a parody account. Y'all thought I was playing. Well, your time is up. And if you thought I have a problem with it, you're next. I'm suing these 3 creators, and he links to the video. But that's a parody account. It's even using the fucking parody picture. Good luck, Denims, Frogan, and CaseyTron. At CaseyTron, well, I'm suing you too. And Tactile responded, 43 bong rips, and I'm not surprised that she doesn't get this as a parody account. Oh, I'll give you a like there, bud. These people are fucking clowns. Oh my god. Hold on, I haven't checked in on Frogan. Like, I was pulling some of these up like while we were watching. Because I didn't want to spoil myself, but I was just so anxious to see what was going on Twitter. No, I don't want to search my bookmarks. I want to search all of Twitter. Let's go Frogan. Frogan. Ah, God. That's accurate. I've never actually looked at her Twitter page. Ugh. It's as trash as I thought it would be. Okay, she hasn't posted since 18th, so... Wait, let's check her replies. Has she been replying to people? Let's check her replies. It's pinned. Nope, it's still the same. So she hasn't replied to anybody. Okay. I would pull up H3 Snark on stream, but that sounds like a dangerous move. I'm not even sure what's posted there. I know Twitter will have like the thing where they blur stuff if anything inappropriate comes up on any of these creators' pages. I usually don't pull up these creators' pages on Twitter because I don't trust these bitches. Well, I'm so scared I'm going to pull up Denim's page and she'll be advertising her OnlyFans or some shit, and I don't want to pull that up on stream. I don't trust them not to put inappropriate things on their Twitter. But at least Twitter will blur it for me. I don't know about H3 Snark. I expect to see all kinds of crazy shit there, so I'm not pulling that up on stream. That's just, yeah, I'm not doing that. Never mind. But I'm sure that they're crashing out. If anybody wants to go check H3 Snark for me real quick and let me know. Let me know how bad they're crashing out over there. Because I am sure that they are, sweating literal bullets over here. I hope I'm right anyway. Oh my god. She's built like a trash bag the day before pickup. Hey, that's racist. Don't you make fun of Frogan's hijab. She's the only hijabi streamer on Twitch. I don't think like your clothing is what people refer to you as, but sure. You're a hijabi streamer. God. The way these people hide behind politics and religion is also disgusting. I hate all of these people so much. And I can't wait for them to get what they deserve. I cannot wait to see the results of this court case. It's going to be glorious to go over these fucking court documents, because we're going over the documents and everything. Jesus. I'm going to fucking die here. Anyway, guys, let me know if there's anything else for me to cover before I end this segment, because then we're going to move on to the deserved downfall of iDubbbz. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I'm going to die. There's no way I'm going to kill this guy. So now he gets to hide in this, and I can't see him. And he can see me, of course. Fuck! I hate Fortnite. All these fucking crazy, stupid mechanics. Not the bag on her head, but what she wears on her body. Oh, they're all trash people. It's appropriate she wears a trash bag. Oh my god. Dude, I'm going to pull it back up real quick. I'm going to go back. If anybody's going to be posting something, it's going to be Eat. We're going to check Eat real quick. Oh, wait. We got a reaction from XQC here real quick. On the video. Okay, hold on. I do want to see that. Nope, that's not what I wanted to pop up. Why is that what's popping up?
True.
How do I... There we go. Let's pop this out. Alright, here's XQC reacting to it.
I don't care. What I do hope, though, is that you'll support their crowdfunding efforts to defend themselves. Because let's face it, I want to make sure there's money left over for me when I win my lawsuits. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a great time. I'll see you around.
Well, I mean, Chad, he acts like a Chad, and it's cool.
Am I going to have to turn on my XQC translator? If you guys didn't see my last video, go watch it. I teach you how to translate XQC, but let's see if we can understand him. He acts like a Chad. Go ahead.
It's a cool bit, but there's a lot less money to collect on overall, and it's going to be a pure loss. It is what it is, and he knows this. He knows this because his initial lawsuit way back when was an absolute pure loss too, and it's how these things go. Like, it is what it is. I mean, there's no real what, especially what is it some California thing? I mean, GG. But I mean, it's.
Streamers banned for Gordon.
I mean, he's not wrong. It probably will be a net loss for Ethan. He probably will spend way more money on these 3 lawsuits than he's going to get out of them, because they do like base the amount that they're going to reward on the lawsuit based on the amount of money the person probably has. To an extent. I mean, there are like maximum fines and stuff. So if it gets drawn out for years, he may end up spending more in legal. But he's got the money, and he knows that they don't. Especially like Casey Tron and Frogan. I don't know how much money Denims has got, what with her OnlyFans and whatnot. I imagine of the 3 he's suing, she probably has the most money. But they don't have like Hassan levels of money. Like they are definitely going to need some kind of funding to help keep this going, as much trash as they're talking. And he's right. He probably will lose money in this process, but I believe him when he says it's not about the money. And that's exactly what he's going to say when this is all over and he wins. I wouldn't be surprised that if he doesn't even ask for money, that if he asks for like some kind of agreement with them where they agree not to do reaction content at all, or that they waive. Oh my God, can you imagine? That if the result of the lawsuit, the thing that Ethan asked for, isn't money, imagine if he settles with him and says, Judge, I'm fine not getting any money from this. The only thing I want is for them to waive their right to fair use. Meaning they can never react to anything on stream ever again. They are waiving their right to fair use. Oh my God, I'd say that'd be worth more than money. That would just kill their content. That's death of their career. They can't react to anything ever again. They couldn't even react to Hassan. They couldn't react to anything. Go for that, Ethan. If by some miracle my small ass channel ends up in your feed and you see this, don't ask for money. Settle, and make your settlement be that they waive their right to fair use. That they give up their right to react to anything ever again. Holy fuck. Do it. That needs to be how this ends. Oh, that would be worth more than any fine and would do far more damage than any amount of money. Oh, I hope that is how this ends. All right, what else you got while I'm looking at this? Oh, I can get rid of this now. What else you got? Any other reactions? Another Ethan clip. What is this? Ethan provides the rest of the clip in context for the Hassan Twitter drones that have been spreading misinfo. What is this?
I'll remove something is like if it's just a wholesale re-uploading of like an episode. And we used to have that big problem when we were on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
If you're re-uploading just full VODs, then that you cannot do.
Mm-hmm.
If you're cutting highlights, yes. If you're just re-uploading a video, that's stupid. Obviously. Yeah. I'll remove.
Which is what he's claiming those creators did with the content nuke, because he picked the 3 from the list who watched it in its entirety and added no value to it, which would legally make it a re-upload. Yep. Oh man, a lot of the stuff that was said during the Carl Jope suit is like echoing in my mind now. I can already hear like how the judge is gonna scold Denims and Frogan and these fucking clowns, and I cannot fucking wait. Holy shit. Watch the H3 podcast from today. Hold on, let me see. Oh, this is what Hassan said, where he's adding context. Hassan calls Ethan a washed up old YouTuber and does a little projection about taking time off and needing therapy. YouTubers will do anything instead of taking time off and going to therapy. So he concern trolls him a little bit. That's what Hassan said. All right, we got the XQC reaction. I just want to see if there's anything else on Yeet here about it. Ethan calls out Casey Tron for saying Gila is ugly. Nah, this orc did not just call my wife ugly, so it's like that. All of this stuff can be shown in court too. Like, this is all part of it. Oh my god. Like, they're just spoon feeding to the court everything that he needs to win. I want to make sure there's money left over for me when I win. Yeah, we got that part. Yeah, he's posting about the H3 Snark subreddit and their potential complicity in it. Oh, not potential. They were complicit. He showed that explicitly in the video. Frogan deleted all of her Twitch VODs? Or at the very least unlisted them? It's too late now. He's already got the videos. I promise you, if he's done this much work in advance, do you really think he forgot to save VODs? Do you really think that's what happened, Frogan? This is just going to make you look worse in court. They're doing all the predictable moves that are going to make them look bad. Because all he has to do is show that to a judge now and be like, and they tried to delete the evidence, Your Honor. Oh my God. You guys, even after being told the game and the trap, you continue to play into it. These people are going to get everything that they deserve. Holy shit. Hassan reacts to Ethan dropping the lawsuits. Oh, well, we got to see Hassan's reaction to it. All right. Let's see it.
Inspired by Hassan. He has the Hassan Industrial Complex.
Uh-huh.
So I want the Ethan Industrial Complex. I think it's a good idea. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
And it's actually crazy how like many people are seemingly making a decent living.
Yeah, I mean, this is a desperate attempt to grab on to fucking any sort of controversy and drama. I'm sure that me reacting to it is actually playing into exactly what he wanted to do. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is specifically so that you guys go and show support to Denims, Frogan, and Casey Tron. Because obviously he has a fuck ton of money, and he's going to use the fuck ton of money that he has to bully other content creators who don't have a fuck ton of money and try to win some kind of public opinion battle. That is partially the reason why he went after Frogan, Denims, and Caseytron. These are people who get insane lines of attack.
You know who else has fuck tons of money that could help those creators? You, motherfucker! You have fuck tons of money. They're your orbiters. Why aren't you giving them money? Why are you sending the audience to do it? Aren't you the socialism guy? Aren't you the fucking eat the rich and spread the wealth guy? Where's the action? Where's the action? Huh? Where is that? Why aren't you helping them? These are your people, right? Jesus Christ. Biggest fucking hypocrite on the planet. Oh, well, he's trying to get everybody to pay for stuff. Oh, and he talks about H3 Snark and their relation to it. Hold on. We're getting all the context here tonight, boys.
Creators of the snark that I show in this video, they colluded with these creators to help create a market substitute for my work. And it was pinned by moderators. So these moderators are named as co-conspirators. And now that we've filed a complaint officially, we can subpoena Reddit for to see if they have any identifying information so that we can also sue them.
So he could end up suing H3 Snark because he's right. The fact that they flat out told people not to watch his content on his channel, but to go watch the 3 people he's suing, means that now they're named in all 3 lawsuits. They're the connecting factor between 3 separate lawsuits. Yes, they're going to get subpoenaed, which means now any information that Reddit has, they have to turn over. They can no longer be protected by the admin on Reddit. The long arm of the law is going to step in to make you show those DMs and show those records and show everything. And if they find anything incriminating, which they most certainly will, they're going to be able to sue Reddit, or at least sue the owners of the Snark page, which probably wouldn't go anywhere lawsuit-wise, because I would imagine that would just end with it being shut down. With him finally getting what he wants and getting that shut down. Especially if he sues Reddit themselves, Reddit will just settle immediately and go, oh, we'll just delete that page and ban them. They'll play dumb and pretend like they didn't know this was going on, but they'll shut it down. He'll finally get what he wants and they'll shut that down. Jesus. Imagine if Hassan did a chair react to the chair react part. Chair reactception would be wild.
Yeah.
Huh.
What?
It's just cool.
What does that mean?
I mean, he's right.
I'm being sincere.
But why do you say like that?
Just because I don't think that they expected that that would be happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was worried I was going to have to add you. No, that's
like,
what,
oh shit, I got some things to delete.
Yeah, so that's the good thing. A lot.
Oh my God! Imagine if Dan was secretly a snarker. If he was the op, and now he's worried that he'll get exposed. No, I'm just kidding. That's probably not happening. But yeah, he's right. Like, this caught everybody off guard, and it probably caught Snark off guard too. Like, oh man, after this clip, they are probably shitting their pants over there. I wonder if they started deleting threads and shit. The Reddit being shut down is still better than it not being shut down. Oh, I wouldn't be shocked if that would be the goal in his suit against them. Like, he just wants it to go away. He just wants the harassment to stop. And that subreddit it's not just harassment, it's organized, it's intentional. And the fact that they haven't shut it down yet is wild. So he would probably like forego any financial gain there whatsoever to be like, I don't want your money. I want you to shut this shit down. I want it banned, and I want any future subreddits like it banned. Yeah, and now you've got a court order to make that happen. So hopefully that's how this ends. Because all of his requests previously, you're right, were denied. For what reason? Who the fuck knows? Because other creators have had their subreddits, their subreddits dedicated to snark and to, you know, attacking them and harassing them banned. So why wasn't Ethan's? Like it really does make no sense. I'm not one for conspiracy theories, but they also banned Willie. They banned Willie Mack for saying I'm Willie Mack when they like spoke out against him because he supported Ethan. So they're banning anyone who is even on the same side as Ethan. Yeah, like it's and he wasn't banned from the subreddit. Willie got banned from all of Reddit. From Reddit in its entirety, which is wild. So I'm kind of leaning more towards there's probably some shady shit going on over at Reddit. One of the Reddit, at least one of the admins over at Reddit is definitely either a mod or at least a frequenter on H3 Snark. That they at least approve of that Reddit, of that sub, and they probably participate in it, which is wild to think about. What does this do? Oh, okay. That's weird. Yeah, the owner of the Reddit is probably a Hassan fan. Probably. And by probably I mean most definitely. All right.
A lot of these people have already tried deleting evidence, which is no bueno. Creators of the...
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if they delete it now or not, because they're like, once they've been subpoenaed, they have to give that information up, and they can't delete it, and they have to keep copies of it. So if they subpoena them and all of the stuff relating to it was deleted before the subpoena, then that's just basically an admission of guilt. Like, this is another checkmate move. And I hope that the Reddit gets shut down. Like, I hope he gets what he wants from it, because these people deserve it. Like, he should finally get the win that he's been trying for years to get, that we all know he should have got. Like, holy shit. Tactone wants to join the lawsuit? Oh my god, how many reactions to this has there been? Everybody's weighing in. All right, what's Tactone got to say?
And Denim's the queen.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Oh, shit, dude! Oh, shit! Hey, yo, Ethan. On everything. If you somehow see this, if you get me in contact with your lawyers, bro, I'll do it too. Hit me up. Finding lawyers that'll do this is the hardest part. If you got lawyers, I will do that shit too. Hit my ass up, bro, please.
Of self-owning. And my God, is she the queen of that?
It's very obvious from the...
He said he'd do it too. Which, by the way, Ethan most definitely has lawyers. He keeps them on retainer. He's had lawyers. Not if he gets lawyers. He already fucking had them, dude. The Super Bowl of the unemployed. Which is what they'll be after this, baby. Oh, my God. Tactone said that he'll do it, too. Can you imagine if they start getting sued from a bunch of creators about this? Not just Ethan, but, like, separate lawsuits. Meaning Tactone can prove the same thing, that they've reacted to his content and told people not to go watch his channel. Same thing. Asmongold, same thing. Like, if there are any other creators that they have reacted to their content and told their audience on camera in front of everybody not to go watch them, just watch me instead, I'll watch it for you, they could end up with several lawsuits. This could turn into a whole class action thing. Oh, they are beyond fucked. I hope that Ethan gets in touch with Tactone. Most certainly, Asmongold's one of them. Imagine if Destiny gets involved, which Destiny should just do his own separate suit. Like, Ethan shouldn't contact Destiny, because then he's just going to feed into that narrative that they've secretly been friends the whole time, which I don't believe. I don't think they've ever spoken. Neither one of them says that they have. There's no evidence that they've ever spoken, but they'll use that as proof that they speak. Yeah, like Destiny could probably do his own, though. Maybe even against Hassan, but I don't think he'll go that far because I'm going to let you keep running. But I don't think that he'll go that far against Hassan because Hassan's got a shitload of money, and it would be an uphill battle there. Like, I think the only thing that's protecting Hassan is his money, which he claims he wants to redistribute, but isn't going to give to any of these creators to help them. So sad. I'm starting my new job tomorrow now that this drama has gotten spicier. But don't worry, there'll be plenty of VODs on my channel. I will cover it. I will help you find places to cover it. Don't worry, we will keep you in the loop. I'm not going to keep you away from those creators. I do still want everybody. So we're clear, Ethan, don't sue me. So we're clear. Everybody go watch the original creators that I react to. I'm just adding all this extra context here so that you can get it in one spot. But if you need more context, these people deserve your support, except for Denims, Frogan, and Casey Tron. They all deserve what's coming to them. Asmongold's next. Let's get all the reactions in one stream here, guys.
The community as we know it.
I think Ethan brings up a really good point, and especially with people reacting to movies. So we had a situation like this with OTK, and there was an individual in the organization who thought that it would be a good idea to go to sleep and play all of the Lord of the Rings movies in a row.
Oh, fuck, I remember that. The guy did a 24-hour stream, and he was going to sleep during his stream, so he did a sleep stream. And during that, he just left the Lord of the Rings movies playing while he was sleeping. So his reaction was literally him being asleep at the fucking wheel. Holy shit. So I will believe that, and I'm hoping that this means that Asmongold is on Ethan's side here.
And I was the one. I will be honest. I was the one. I said, guys, we are courting disaster. We're starting trouble. This is not gonna be good. Reacting to movies? Yep, exactly. And I think that there's like a degree of reacting that's positive and a degree that's bad. And so, like, for example, that's why I always like link videos, I promote the creators, etc. But I think he's talking about the malicious ones that are trying to openly.
Yeah, he flat out says he's talking about the malicious ones. Good call there, Asmon. Keen eye on this one.
This is something that Ethan even talked about when he was debating Hassan the first time, that he had DMCA'd different people that were re-uploading his content for the explicit purpose of reducing his viewership, which is a very different thing than somebody who's just reacting to the content because they're interested in it, right? I mean, you have one that is based off of malicious...
I mean, obviously, Asmon has to defend fair use and reaction content because that's the majority of his content now, since he doesn't do World of Warcraft as much anymore. That's the thing that he blew up on. Like, everybody sees the value of fair use on both ends, the person reacted to it and the person being reacted to. It can and should be mutually beneficial. He's talking about the malicious ones who outright tell you not to go watch the creator. We're doing this to spite them, not to promote them.
Intent, and you have the other one that's based off of just kind of a personal gain. The paywalled stuff, yeah, and also the paywalled stuff. Yes, of course.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Like, you shouldn't be reacting to any paywalled content ever on your stream. You'll never see me do it without asking permission from that creator first. So if someone has, like, videos that are exclusive to channel members or videos that are exclusive to Patreon members, you can't pay for their Patreon or pay to be a member and go, well, I gave them money to be a member. I gave them money to be a channel member or a patron, so I have access to this content. Now I can react to it on my stream. No, because everyone in your chat didn't pay for that content. That is content theft. Unless you specifically ask them for permission, there is no fair use on paywalled content.
Well, guys, if you...
I mean, there is fair use on it, but I wouldn't do it. I mean, you could argue fair use for it because you can honestly make commentary for a movie and upload a whole movie if you wanted to. But no one does that for a reason, because it's frowned upon to do it to paywall stuff, and the companies that own those movies have enough money to bury you in court, so why would you risk it? But I'd argue the same with, paywalled content that's behind someone's channel memberships or something like that. Like, that's just, don't do it. Don't do it. Even if it is fair use, it's still a bad look. Like, I'd say don't. I never would.
You enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video. Follow.
Yes, why would you admit to this?
Bro, I react to videos all the time. Why are you messing this up for me? Why do you mess?
Yeah, and that's the thing. They could mess this up for everybody if they're allowed to continue. That's why this lawsuit needed to happen, because otherwise they would have ruined it for everybody. They would have gotten sued by somebody else. And by somebody else, I mean a corporation or somebody who doesn't want to settle, who doesn't want to make this okay, who just wants to kill React content in its entirety. Which, yes, why would you ruin that for everybody else? This is why we can't have nice things, denims.
I've got a good thing going right now. Why do you fuck this up? Why do you fuck this up, man? God damn it. Everything is fucking fine. Everything was going great. Shit.
Oh, subscribe, throw a prime.
He's not
The
wrong.
state of reaction content on Twitch is so broken, these creators feel comfortable looking right into a camera and saying outright, hey, I'm stealing this guy's content. Pay me instead of him. This is not a healthy environment. And with people like...
Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Why would they do this? Why would you do this?
I feel your pain, Aspen. They are going to ruin it for everybody. Ethan. Oh, yeah. So these are all clips from his current stream, which you said go watch his episode from today. We're getting a lot of the clips here, I think.
I'm suing somebody.
First time on the other side.
We've only ever been sued.
It's like I said, I was closing one front and opening another, and I got to tell you, for the first time in my life, I'm not going to say it is a nicer feeling, let's say, being on the other side.
Right.
Especially when you know your cases are like easy slam dunk.
Holy shit, I hadn't even thought about that. This is the first time he's actually been the one filing the lawsuit. With as much shit as they talk about Ethan loving lawsuits and Ethan's always in court, it's always been people going after him. This is the first time he's actually brought the hammer down on somebody else. Everybody always memes that Ethan will sue. This is actually the first time he's ever actually sued someone, himself. Asmund Gold looks like he'd be hiding in the closet in Anne Frank's attic watching her peel potatoes, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, he would have his roommates in there with him, all the rats and cockroaches. Ugh. Anyway.
These people are going to be begging me to settle.
You're right, they will.
This is our first time suing.
Yeah, he's right. They will be begging them to settle. And please don't. Or if you do settle, Ethan, make that the settlement, that they waive their personal right to fair use. Ethan Klein calls out Hassan fan accounts for spreading lies about his lawsuit. I was never going to sue. All right, so I was never going to sue Hassan because I asked him to react to it. That's a presumed license. True. He flat out gave Hassan permission to react to it. That's why he was never going to sue him. And his usage is obviously fair use. I specifically sued these three because they're malicious statements to act as a market substitute. And that was in reply to a fan account that posted, Ethan Klein reveals he created his content newt to bait Hassan into watching it so he can sue him for copyright. Because Hassan never finished the video after spending 9 hours reacting to it. Ethan is suing 3 smaller streamers instead. Yeah, that's obviously not false. Like, even from watching the video, that wouldn't even make sense compared to the way he set the trap and why he was suing. He, like, asking for permission is literally one of the ways to get fair use, and he literally told Hassan that he could do it several times. So he gave his permission. That's so stupid. Holy fuck, these people are malicious. Like, their cope is real, dude. Denham's responds to the lawsuit and announces her own attached with a GoFundMe. Oh, so now she is going to sue him, even though she said she wasn't going to sue him, but now she is going to sue him. What? In 2025, Ethan Klein is suing creators for fair use. Legal defense funds below. Stream coming soon. And then she links to a GoFundMe. And she's claiming fair use, when he pointed out in that video the many, many ways it was not fair use. She's so fucking cooked, dude. Think that's the end of the reactions? Wait, he did comment on Hassan though. What did he say to Hassan? What did he say to Hassan? Let's pop that out.
And yeah, so we're here for everybody because I just dropped the long-awaited. We're calling it the second nuke. It's not really the second nuke. There is a second Hassan video, but that's like down the pipeline.
Wait, what?
This is all part of my I have a 10-year plan.
Calling it the second nuke. I've been hearing about the second nuke for months.
It's not technically.
This isn't it.
Dan,
it's not technically a content nuke. It's more of a fallout, radioactive fallout.
So he is going to do a second video on Hassan. So he's not going to sue him, but he's still going to go after him, which deserved. I can't wait to see that one. Maybe Hassan will sue him to protect his fellow streamers. No,
I know. I'm sorry, Dan. Misled a lot of people. But I think people are really happy with what they got. I don't think I oversold it. You know, I saw lots of people saying, this better not be a nothing burger. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, when have I ever delivered a nothing burger? How to do that? And yeah, so we're here for everybody because I just dropped the long-awaited. We're calling it the second nuke. It's not really.
Okay, so it's looping. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna sue Hassan, but he's still got plans for him. And then the rest of it is them talking about why he's suing them. Blah blah blah. Okay, so that's. Yeah, okay, and that's them talking about it just dropping. Okay, you said check. I'm going to check the fucking timestamps on the latest episode of this podcast and see if there's anything in there we haven't already seen. So we get full context in this VOD. So see, this isn't just a re-upload. I am adding context, a lot of context. And I am going to link to Ethan's video because I don't want to be sued. I don't think Ethan's going to sue any creator that doesn't have malicious intent, though, so I'm not worried. Let's see, H3 podcast. I should probably actually sub to their channel at some point. Which, by the way, while I'm on the topic, if you guys haven't subbed to my channel, be sure to do that. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers so I can finally, get paid from my VODs. I am monetized for streaming. I am not yet monetized. 2 levels of monetization on YouTube, and I'm not yet monetized for videos. So if you guys want to help me out there, that would be awesome. Would greatly appreciate it. All right. Let's see. I'm suing Denham's Rogan, blah, blah, blah. All right. Here's the podcast from today. Where are the timestamps? Come on, Ethan. You normally do timestamps. Oh, shit. God, I'm bad at that. Whatever, I got it. Let's get my character to a safe place here. Alright. Alright, let's find timestamps. I want to see chat replay. Not seeing any chapters here. Let's look in the description. He has not put any timestamps in this one. Ah, that makes it bad. What's the minimum to get monetized for streaming? I gotta have 3,000 watch hours and 500 subs, which I've already hit that one. The minimum to get monetized for videos is 4,000 watch hours, which we're well over. I get plenty of watch hours from my videos and from my streams, but I have to have 1,000 subs, and that I don't have yet. Which is probably my fault, because I never do the tell people to subscribe thing in any of my streams or videos ever. I just forget to promote myself, so I'm trying to remember to do that more. It's a short episode. I think he only talked about the video. Me and you got a different definition of short. This thing's 2.5 hours long. All right, we're gonna kind of skip around here. Okay, so he's doing what I was about to do next, which was pull up the fair use doctrine itself to find out why they're being sued. So I'll pull back on that. Let's start from right here. Oh, wait. You guys can't see that, can you? There you go. Now you can.
So fair use is basically it defines free speech on how you use copyrighted material. So there's an inherent issue where it's like we have the freedom of speech here in America, but also we also have property rights and IP rights. So it's like, how do we mix these two worlds? So there's 4 tenets of fair use that judges and juries consider.
I'm gonna see if I can remember them off the top of my head, because I've looked into this before. I was gonna pull it up again on stream, but I believe it's the tenets of fair use in America that make your video fair use are, it must be transformative, of course, and transformative counts if you're critiquing the work, reviewing the work, for using it for educational purposes. So like, and that's more for schools, like a professor in a college or a teacher showing a copyrighted movie or something, because, or a music video or something like that for use in their classroom to illustrate a point or to teach their students. That would be allowed. For instance, a ton of teachers used Weird Al's Word Crimes in their English classes, because that song does a better job of teaching all the basics of English than I think any teacher has ever fucking done, and they should all use it. And Weird Al lets him, as well he should. It is a very educational parody song that I think is way better than the original. Anyway, so we got critique, review, education, and then the last tenet is parody or satire, which means if you're doing it to make fun of it or to, you know, satirize it, that would also be covered. Let's see if I'm right.
When trying to conclude if something was used fairly or if it's copyright infringement. So there's 4 tenets, and they're not all equal. The 4 principles of fair use.
That was free speech.
There's, I'll show you guys here. And I don't want to get too in the weeds. I'm just going to give you a super overview. So there's 4 factors that need to be considered. And now the 4th one is arguably the most important one. And that's the one that I'm accusing them all of doing. And it's the hardest one to prove too. So I'll go in order. Purpose and character of the use. This factor considers whether the use is commercial or for non-educational purpose. So what that means is if you're making content that is educational, it has some like public good, right? Something like that.
So it's not just schools, by the way, but it's most commonly used in the school one where teachers show movies and stuff. But it can also be used like a documentary using footage for something, yeah, like that kind of stuff. You're there to educate. So that would be the purpose.
And you're more likely to be fair, used fairly. So a lot of it has to do with why you're using it, what you're using.
Are you making money?
That's coming in the 4th one, yeah. So they say, is it commercial? Is it nonprofit, educational purpose? Is it transformative? Or merely a reproduction of the work? So this is also, I would say, 1 in 4 of the most important ones. So this one is about the character of the use, which is also, is it transformative? Is this a new work or is it a reproduction of the original, right? So the next one, 2, is not that important, but it's something to consider. This factor looks at whether the work is factual or creative, as factual works are more likely to be considered fair use. And that makes sense on its face, right? if you're writing a documentary or some kind of scientific paper or something, it's more likely that someone who's using that would be doing an analysis. Whereas if somebody makes a creative work like my video or a movie.
Yeah, like you see documentaries use clips from movies and stuff all the time, and they get away with it because they're creating a factual work. It's not a work of fiction. They're educating. So if you're doing something factual, meaning you're collecting a bunch of facts to illustrate a point, and some of those, facts need to be illustrated with copyrighted works, that would be allowed.
Or something like that, it's going to be a lot harder to make a fair use of a movie, so that makes sense on its face, in my opinion, but it's not that important of one of them. Amount and substantiality of the use, and then this one is important, I would say, behind 1 and 4. The factor examines the quality of the copyright work used in relation to the whole work, with smaller portions generally favored for fair use. So this is...
So it's not saying you can't use the entirety of someone's work, but you'd have to add a substantial amount of commentary and transformative nature to it for it to be fair use. So the more of the work that you're using, the more you have to transform it. If you're using only a little bit of a work or a little bit of a video to illustrate a point, and you're just using clips, then you probably don't have to add as much context as it's highly unlikely that you're going to be a market replacement or even confused as a market replacement for that particular work because of the fact that you didn't use the whole thing. So you can always fall back on the defense of, well, I only showed 10 minutes of your hour-long video. Obviously, that's not trying to be a replacement for your work. People would still need to go watch the other 50 minutes of your work to get the full context. But if you are going to use all 50 minutes, then your video on that better not also be 50 minutes. It better add, a good 30 to 50 minutes of commentary on its own to add all of that extra context and to transform it. So it's easier to win that case if you're only using clips, but it's not impossible. But it's also not saying that you can't use the full work.
How much, this is about using the amount necessary to make your point, right? So when you see a streamer leaving a video playing while they go to the bathroom, that's going to violate this principle. Or if you include like a huge chunk, let's say you watch like 30 minutes of the Avengers, and then afterwards you're like, I have a criticism of this scene here, and you barely address like one part of a 30-minute clip. It's like, why did you use all 30 minutes? That was completely unnecessary. So that's what that one's about. And then fourth one, which is the most important and the hardest to prove, effect on the use of the potential market. Now you'll hear...
Yeah, so did it cause monetary harm of some kind? And remember, in the world of online content, views equal money. So if you're costing Ethan views, if you're costing the original creator views, you're taking views away from them, you are literally taking money out of their pocket. So views equal money. And that means that it has had substantial damages. Now in the world of movies and TV, then the question then becomes like, are you taking ticket sales away from a movie theater, or purchases of the movie, or are people like not going to use a streaming service or pay for this movie because they can watch it from you instead? Then it's a little harder to prove there. I think it's easier to prove online than it is with like sales, because you can never prove that somebody pirating your stuff wouldn't have just, not bought it anyway. Because that's always the argument when it comes to movies and television is, well, yeah, you can prove I pirated it, but you can't prove that I was ever going to buy it to begin with. So maybe they lost my purchase because I pirated it. Or maybe I pirated it because I was never going to buy it to begin with. So that's not... Someone pirating a movie isn't a guaranteed loss of sale in and of itself. So that one's a little harder to prove. But online, especially when there's people online like Denims, outright admitting that they're doing it to take views away from the creator, it's pretty cut and dry there. I think he's got her nailed to the fucking wall on that one.
Hear this term a lot. Is it a market replacement for the original work? Does it supplant the audience, the market of the original work? Is it taking away audience? Is it taking away money? Are people consuming this instead of the original? Now, you can write a biting criticism of something and reduce its market value from a very effective criticism, and that's not copyright infringement, right? So that's where all these other characters kind of come in together. But this, if you are found to be replacing the market, then you have a lot of burden of proof on the other ones, right? Because this one weighs heavily against the user. It says the factor assesses whether the use harms the market for the original copyrighted work by potentially reducing sales or licensing opportunities. And you'll see in the video,
which they've outright fucking admitted to. So I think he's got her nailed to the wall on that one. Would you rather have Frogan be your third or get pegged by denims? Is jumping off a bridge an option? Jesus. I mean, I guess Frogan's is my third. Because, like, what level of participation do I have to have with Frogan when she's a third? I mean, me and my wife do a lot of threesomes, but, sometimes the girl's boring and we just kind of make her watch us instead. Could I make Frogan do that? I mean, getting pegged is kind of definitive. That's my level of participation, and I ain't getting pegged. I'm not iDubbbz.
People like Denim saying outright, she says literally, to quote her, and you'll see it in the video, if you enjoyed not giving Ethan views, give me a sub, give me a subprime, drop a like. She's quite literally defining this.
She's not only defining it, but she's asking to profit off of it as well. Full eye contact, dude, come on. I'm not a Minuteman, but I'd find a way to make that as short as possible. I mean, that's still better than getting pegged. God. You tell me I gotta look at her too? Wait, you didn't say the lights had to be on. Boom, just found the loophole. Fine, Frogan. God damn it.
She's saying, I gave you a different venue to consume this video. And also, could you please financially compensate me for it? This is literally why copyright infringement laws exist. This is quintessential violation.
Yeah, you could not ask for a more textbook case here. She is beyond cooked, dude.
So that's an overview, and I'll bring them up as we continue to watch the video. But the one that I'm going after them hardest for is the fourth one, and that's the most important one, and that's the hardest one to prove. And that's the one that I would say, the vast 99% of people who are reacting to stuff, and that includes XQC and Asmongold and all these big reacting channels, are not violating that. I believe that most of these channels are reacting.
That is true. My dick would probably also turn into a turtle and retract into itself if I had to see Frogan naked. Oh, I mean, you said be a third, so I guess I would have to spend more time with my wife than her, which is obviously how that's going to go. That or, and I guess I'd buy dick pills. I would probably need the dick pills. They do make pills for that. Oh, God, why are we talking about this? I don't want to do... No one should be pictured Frogan naked. This is gross. Oh, God, I'm not going to be able to get hard for a week now. Thanks. I'm not playing this game anymore, chat.
They're not reacting maliciously, which is what these three do. And so, anyway, we'll get into it.
That none of the major reaction channels. No,
Now, understandably, this
stream or re-upload the entirety of my videos.
Now, understandably, this made a lot of people angry, because why should these content thieves, essentially, get more views than the author of the video, which in a lot of cases was happening? I mean, people don't like injustice, and we all see this, and no, it's not right. This debate culminated when XQC, one of the prime suspects, called into my show to debate me, in which case I'm sad to report that I was terribly owned. So in that regard, do you care at all about, like, IP?
Okay. Is there anything else good here? Is there anything else worth adding? That'll add context. That part was worth it. You didn't really What's this? I see Hassan on screen here.
Anyway, you have people like Hassan Piker paving the way of fair use with what's known as chair reacts. When Hassan gets up to go to the bathroom, or to eat, or to talk to his mom, or to do whatever, disappears for an extended period of time and leaves the video playing for his chair. Mr. Chair, they call it.
IDF had warned people to leave the area around the main airport in Sana. Then
Seeing if he's going to say anything substantial after this, or we may be done with this part of the content. This is the next piece of content's on iDubbbz, who has dodged a bullet by not being part of this. I'll give iDubbbz credit there. If he had decided to start live streaming and reacting to live streams, then he may have been included here too. Which, God, wouldn't that have been icing on the fucking cake? But because he would have been dumb enough to say the same shit that Frogan did and to jump on board. But iDubbbz doesn't live stream. His wife does, and she's apparently smart enough not to get involved here or not to make those same mistakes, which is a shame. I would have loved to see him sue iDubbbz too. So if he's not going to say anything else substantial here, then we may be done with this, but I'll let it play for a minute.
This operation will result in the killing of hostages in captivity, will result in the deaths of those who
Well, I've been seeing Russia, especially
For an now, if you think that's bad, let me explain something even worse. That's 1 month. That is literally all from the month of May from this year. That's fucking, that's gross, dude. Just pause the fucking video. Like,
yeah, if I ever get up to go to the bathroom or to go grab a drink or something, which I'm going to do in between content here in a minute, one, I finish the content I'm on and make sure that I add substantial value to it. And two, if I get up, I will play content for my chat to watch. I will play you guys some content when I get up, and it will be an empty chair stream. You won't see my chair. I'll take that off camera because that's just a bad look to have an empty chair on stream. Two, the content I'm playing is my own. I will play you videos from my YouTube channel, A, to promote myself and to show you what you're missing, and to let you see the greatest hits while I'm away, and B, so that you're not staring at a be right back screen. Them acting like, oh, if I don't have something on screen to entertain my chat, then my chat will, you know, I'll lose viewers. What am I supposed to do? That's what you're supposed to do. Just play your own content. You've got hours upon hours of yourself streaming every day. There's, you know, the industrial complex, as you call it, and all those channels that clip you. Just pick one of them and play some of your own stuff while you're away. No one say you can't play anything while you're not reacting to the content. Just make sure it's content you own or have permission to play. How hard is that?
just pause the video.
Yeah.
You know, it's not right to do that. It's just not. And we know that. We had a whole conversation about this already. He knows that it's not right to do this. And this is all from 1 fucking month.
Yeah, it's interesting that you and Hassan actually had a conversation about it.
Yeah, I went back out of curiosity, and it is interesting. I think I did kind of roast him for it. Yeah. If you, yeah, but.
Which is deserved.
So I'm clean on that. I didn't placate him even back then.
Russia, especially.
And these are all, by the way.
Yeah, if it's one thing, like, for people trying to say that he's malicious or he's just going after them because he doesn't like them, if it's one thing you can say about Ethan, it's that he has been consistent over the years with his views on fair use. Even from back when he didn't have millions and him being sued. Like that first lawsuit that set the precedent, he didn't have millions then. He didn't have lawyers on retainer then. He had a, like, snowball's chance in hell of winning that lawsuit. He was the underdog. He was on the back foot, and he won. He set that precedent. Now, he not only still has that precedent set and he's still in the right, but now he's got the money to back it up as well. So if he can win that lawsuit back in the day with less resources than he has now, there is no shot Casey Tron, Denims, or Frogan have a chance against him now. Taking the settlement, which again, Ethan, if you're watching, the settlement of them waiving their right to fair use so they can never react to anything on their streams ever again. That is the best hope they have for this. Speaking of iDubbbz, it's funny to think about how he ran with Ethan having caca breath when Ian is the one who literally has shit breath because he doesn't brush his teeth. Oh yeah, he'll be wiping his toothbrush on the wall with Asmongold here before long.
But this is all, by the way, when he left and kept it playing. And it was in this setting that I formulated an idea. What if I could make a long... Oh, by the way, Hassan has a empty chair emoji.
All right, this might be worth watching. I want to see his thought process of how he formulated this plan. How long has he had this in the fucking works?
For chair react, and I think it's even called chair react emoji. This is
he's proud
malicious
of it.
Content theft. By the way, the reason I'm not suing Hassan, I'll say this because I see this is already a message too that's dumb.
Yeah, it makes no sense, but they're gonna go with whatever narrative they can. And yes, I've already seen some of them pop up in videos and stuff. Like even looking through those Twitter replies that we looked at earlier, they're already coming out the woodwork to defend them, and they're just doing what they always do and parroting what their favorite streamer said. So all the Denims fans are in the comments and on those Twitter threads screaming, but it's fair use though, literally fair use. Oh, he's going after fair use. Yeah, because she claimed it's fair use. He has all these reasons why it's not, but because she said it is, they're all going to copy what she said. Because they're little drones. They're just little fucking mindless drones.
I was never planning on suing Hassan. This was not a trap for Hassan. I asked him to react to it. I would never sue someone if I asked them, because asking someone to watch your content is essentially granting a license.
So, yeah, you're giving them permission to do it.
My intention was never to sue Hassan. And
also, even if you did,
I would not win.
He spent 12 hours watching 45 minutes. I think that's fair use. So I think he more than cleared that bar.
And he did it during a charity stream, so you'll look like you're attacking someone during a charity stream. Yeah, it would be a losing battle to sue him, and it doesn't make any sense. It's the dumbest narrative ever.
Exactly. So not only was this not a...
Thank you for agreeing with me, Ethan.
...trap because I gave him a license by asking him, but also Hassan in this case offers the best example of what fair use is. So, you know, and so of course I'm not going to sue Hassan.
He did actually watch and talk about it. Yeah. Unlike the other ones that just did it out of spite to steal views.
And you don't need...
Yeah, and he was smart enough to not go, hey, if you guys don't want to watch it here. Don't go watch Ethan. Yeah, he didn't explicitly say, don't go watch Ethan.
You need to turn an hour-long clip into 5 hours of reaction. You don't need to do that crazy much. But he did and as far as transformation, he transformed it. That was absolutely a full transformation of my work. There's never any question that I was going to sue him, just for the record. Yeah, it's a presumed license, so
I don't have an issue with that.
It's not like that. It's not like that. I'm not out here.
That's exactly right, Hassan.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with it. Not in this case, anyway. Yeah. Irresistible piece of content that I knew that. Oh, let me go back because this is my big moment.
Yeah. Oh, I want to hear him break down the big moment.
That and it was in this setting that I formulated an idea. What if I could make a long-form, irresistible piece of content that I knew that these streamers couldn't resist? They couldn't avoid the temptation of watching it the second it was published.
I don't have an issue with them.
It's not that I wanted these people to steal my video. It's that I knew they would. I knew they would watch the entire video, add little to no commentary, react to it instantly, giving them no time to form an opinion. The trap was set, and it worked even better than I imagined it would. We captured pretty much every large streamer reacting to it. So the point I'm making is, back during this conversation, I had the idea to be like, is there a way to copyright something long form like that? And then, because nobody had ever sued them for that. And the reason is because most people on YouTube don't copyright their work. And you have to copyright your work before you publish it.
Yeah, which is all the stuff I explained earlier, which is why I was so shocked that he actually did it, because no one ever thinks to do this.
To be eligible for the most important parts of a copyright lawsuit, which is statutory damages and attorney's fees. Without that, it's toothless. So I knew I had to register it ahead of time, and I knew I had to make something long form so that...
Which would explain why he drug it out as long as he did, and Frogan's complaint that he's just rehashing the same points over and over for an hour. That's why. That should have been your red flag that this is a trap. Like, that's what shocked me about the Frogan clip. Is you realized it was a trap in real time and still walked into it. Like, you called out the trap accurately. You figured it out and still walked into it, which is wild. But it also explains why he kept delaying the release of it after he said it was finished and said he can't release it yet. And everyone's like, why? If you're already done with the video, why? And he wouldn't say why. He just kept going, I'm waiting for the right moment. That's why. He was waiting for the copyright to get approved on it. Yeah, like everything he said adds up to his actions prior. So this isn't him rewriting history or coping. This is real. And he's got the receipts to prove it.
It would challenge them to actually make a fair use of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a 5-minute video, right? So if you're gonna watch an hour and 40 long minute video, there's a lot of pressure on you to justify using the entire thing. I'm not saying you can't. And frankly, I saw some people that watched the whole thing that absolutely, I would say, did transform it. This, you know what I mean?
Thank you, Ethan. I tried. Appreciate that. I got your seal of approval. He's talking about me, right?
They absolutely transformed it. I notice I'm doing the Trump. It's transformed. It's beautiful. It's his own work.
What the hell is going on?
What the hell is going on?
It's called sports. It's called baseball in particular.
Yeah, so
I also wanted you to say that, yeah, people, I know they're going to try to come at us, you know, because they can't get to you on Twitter or whatever it is. We did not even know about this. Ethan surprised us with it.
Dan
but we
knew.
knew he was cooking.
This is special ops.
Yeah,
Dan
it was
knew.
special ops. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're ever trying to keep a secret, which he was clearly trying to do, he didn't want people to know he was copyrighting it. He was trying to keep the trap under wraps. If you're ever trying to keep a secret, the less people that know about the secret, the easier it is to keep. I know that should seem obvious, but you will be surprised how many people try to keep secrets by telling all of their friends first.
Dan knew.
I thought it was about me at first. I was like, fuck, man. That's why I brought him the muffin the other day.
Oh, you were trying to win me over? I was like, that's why I got so angry. I was like, this motherfucker trying to buy me off with a muffin. Yeah, this was and so I was like, it has to be long, it has to be copyrighted ahead of time. And when this idea for the Hassan contact nuke came up, I was like, this is perfect. It's super relevant to Twitch. Everybody's going to want to watch it. It's dramatic, it's informative, it's critical, it's highly critical, which means it's a creative work, but also there's a lot. Thank you so much.
And he didn't half-ass it. He put the work into it. I mean, you can say that he rehashed a lot of points and made it an hour long, which is true to a certain extent, but he kept it entertaining the whole way through. So, it wasn't a super obvious trap, even though Frogan kind of figured it out. It still like blended in with the rest of his content. It was a good nuke. The video was also good, despite also being a trap. It was a two-pronged attack. It was great.
So much. There's a lot that begs being analyzed. Like you have to analyze and comment on it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's really no space to do a lazy reaction on that one. And so, from the beginning, I gotta say, I'm gonna toot my horn here. That was pretty diabolical.
5D chess. Hats off to you, sir. You've earned it.
I gotta tell you. And it is part of my, I told you guys too that the rules had changed once these people promoted CPS and justified it. The rules had changed for me. There was...
Yeah, the gloves came off. And oh my God, unhinged Ethan is the best Ethan. Oh, we are so back, boys.
A war waging, a war of decency, a war of lies, a war of immoral, horrific, disgusting behavior. And there was no limit to what these people would do to hurt me and my family. What?
A war of boundaries?
A war of boundaries? Sure, yeah. They crossed every boundary and then some. They went after my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is...
They went after your kids, then they said you lied.
Yeah, that's gloves off territory. You do not go after the kids. This is literally the greatest internet drama of all time. Agreed. Like, I know, like, earlier people would say that and I could, like, give some argument and go, well, no, this one was pretty good. This was... And I could go back into my mind and think of dramas that were probably more... But this one has reached new heights. This one has reached new levels. I am genuinely having a hard time remembering an internet drama that's gotten that has reached the levels that this has gotten. Like, the bar is raised, boys. I don't know how we top this.
About it. Then when you prove you didn't lie about it, they just justify it. They're like, well, actually, it was justified.
Yeah, yeah.
There's nothing you could say.
No. And the thing is, like, I'm not going to lie. There was times doing this where I was like, maybe it's not worth doing all this. Maybe, you know, it's too much, whatever.
What's going on over there?
Oh, I forgot to shake mine, but I already put the straw in it.
Shake it with the straw. That's what I do.
How? Isn't it going to spill
like
everywhere?
This, look.
Oh. Oh, that's true. I can do
Stir it. The word you're looking for is stir.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what I thought you were supposed to do.
See, I'd use that squeak sound effect right now.
We'll get you that.
Sure.
All right, is he going to say anything else about this? Or I think we might be done with this, which, by the way, if you guys want to watch this episode, I will also link it in the description. But it's worth watching. But we aren't watching the entirety of this episode. The only video of his we watched in its entirety was the one where he announced he's suing him. And that's because it was a short video.
That's why I think why it's sealed up so good, so you can shake it. Right?
Yeah, I saw it in a super cringe TikTok once.
You're so smart.
I am so smart? Thank you.
And I don't shake penises.
I don't hear that enough. Not just from you, from everybody.
I'm infinitely smarter than you.
But like when all this was going down, I got like laser focused and I was like, all right, this is it. Game's on. Nothing's slowing me down. There's no line I won't cross. There's nothing I won't do against people that have promoted, encouraged, and justified CPS coming to my house. That's it.
Deserved. I know all those childless fucks or any of you people watching who think it's not that bad. If there's anyone in my chat who thinks that for a second, congratulations. You've told the entire world that you are childless and that you don't understand. And one day, maybe you'll have children and maybe you'll understand. But weaponizing CPS, like, that's it. That is a line you don't cross. And once that line has been crossed, any and all actions against you, as far as I'm concerned, or any other parent is concerned, are fucking justified. Fuck you, and you deserve everything that's coming to you.
Okay. And frankly, I'm not done.
I wouldn't be either. In fact, you've so far been nicer than I would have been, at least until I saw this 5D chess move, and now it's all starting to make sense. But still, though, because I have kids. You come after my kids like that, like pray to whatever God you believe in that I show mercy, because I don't have any in me. I will stop at nothing to bury you.
I think it's so funny how, you know, I was talking about how I'm going to sue Noah and Denims and all this stuff. And they go, oh, it's been 2 weeks. I haven't been sued. He's obviously lying. I'll give all the money back.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't understand.
Now you know how long it takes to get a lawsuit going. Oh, two weeks? Really? You think he plans this in 2 weeks? No. He's putting together something special. And that reminds me. Like, I've yet to see a reaction from Noah Samsung, but he has got to be shitting his pants right now. He's got to be, because now he's probably worried like, oh shit, if that's what he planned for them, what has he planned for me? He's probably got more coming. And I hope he does. I hope Noah Samsung is still on the fucking list.
Stand.
This stuff takes time. I mean, how many pages is each of these complaints?
These are monster complaints.
14 pages!
These are like ironclad.
It's more than 14.
Because we knew that these were important, that they would be analyzed and read over.
Right.
So it was important for us to make these really, really solid, rock solid, right, complaints. And these are.
It's 14
and
pages.
I do hope, and by the way, they're very funny and entertaining too. You can find them in the description of the main channel video. And I hope these legal channels react to it as well, because it is.
Oh, did he just say the full complaints are there? I'm not going to go over those tonight because it's already 3 a.m. But those will be next stream. Like, we will go over the entirety of those complaints if he's got them all there. But he said they were monstrous, which means that that's a lot to go over. But I intend to go over it all. Like, oh man, I want to know every detail of this sweet fucking lawsuit. I want to know just how cooked all these bitches are. I want to make sure it's airtight. I want to read it and see if there's any way I can think with my non-legal brain. Is there any way that obviously that they could get out of this? I want to make sure that the way out isn't obvious and you need like 8 degrees in law to find a way out of this. Like, I want to go over the whole thing.
Going to be very entertaining. It really is.
Question here in the chat. The nuke came before the CPS call, right? Yes.
Yeah, I was planning before that, but what I meant was sometimes my resolve would waver, where I'm like, this is a big project, it's expensive, I don't know if it's worth it, right?
A lot of time.
Yeah, a lot of time, huge project. I was like, you know, maybe it's just not worth it. It's not worth the stress and all that, the effort it's going to take. But my resolution was crystallized after all of that.
So he was already planning this before the CPS call. And the CPS call just gave him the motivation. Y'all literally, like, he might not have done this. He might not have gone through with it. And then you guys did that. Called CPS on him. And just gave him the motivation that he needed to buckle down and say, what is the worst way possible to bury it? Deserved. Deserved.
That's it.
Winter is coming.
You're not gonna bait me. What, Ela?
Winter is coming.
That's the thing. That's the thing they don't understand.
Junior just sent a super chat that said, when y'all got boba? Just now.
Wait,
We said
boba.
when?
We ordered it. Nick.
I just got here.
All right, so anywho, let's continue.
I don't know what that means.
Junior.
And it's
It's just so funny to me. When y'all get
immediately
boba?
after.
Where's your boba?
Just now, dude.
Right now, yeah.
Right now, yeah.
It's not he's not asking for a lot of info.
I'm happy to share.
We can.
I got it just now.
But
a
the
few
amount
minutes
of
ago.
question marks is kind of confusing because
Yeah,
it's like very
it's like 20
surprised.
question marks.
How many question marks?
Let's see.
Well,
I think there was at least 5. Oh,
Wow.
6.
6, yeah.
Wow,
6
that's-
question marks.
You really want
That's
They
like
really want us to know.
highly, highly something. Highly confused? Concerned?
The funny thing is, I've been watching these people. They get so mad at me. They hate me, right? After the iDubbbz thing and everything, and I'm thinking to myself this whole time, they have no idea.
You think you hate me now?
They're not even maxed out.
Just wait.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Was published. Now the thing is, but just remember, remember who started this?
Oh, Philly
Who
D
took it
just
too
dropped.
far?
Oh.
Oh, I'm in it?
I haven't seen yet.
Okay, so maybe you should check
Saw
before you
the
announce it.
notification.
You know.
Was that a question or an
Nate's not
announcement?
here to do that.
Somebody
man, so
somebody asked a valid question here. Totally on Ethan's side, but does that count as entrapment? No, no. Like I said in this video, I didn't want them, right, to steal the content.
Entrapment would be, he did say he didn't want them to steal it, but entrapment would be him daring them to watch it and saying all that stuff, and then punishing them when they do, like doing what he did to Hassan, where he literally begged him to watch it and like enticed them to do it. And then they did it, and then he tries to have them up for it. That would be entrapment. So he didn't do that.
It's just that I knew they would do it, and that's why I planned. It's literally just planning, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you build a trap, they still need to walk into it, right? But I call it a trap, but honestly, it's the bare minimum that you can do to protect your intellectual property. It's literally just copywriting it.
Did Philly D even just drop?
Now they're just lying about his dropping?
Oh, he did? Okay, 2 minutes ago.
This is
he
around
did.
the time when he usually drops.
Wait, Hassan is in the thumbnail.
What's the title?
When Karen reads acquittal, I don't know, really exposed, and how romance scam compounds built a global crime empire.
That's not a good title.
What kind of a title
What
is
a
that,
mess.
Philly D?
What a mess.
Oh my God.
Acquittal
Jesus.
really exposed and how romance scam compounds
Oh my God,
built a global crime empire. Yeah.
Hold on, I have an urgent
title is an
super
offense.
chat.
Urgent?
Yeah, Mad Dog King says, I have an unopened pack of Post Malone Oreos. I just thought the crew should know. I mean, we could buy it from him, because I never got to try those.
I'll give you...
Ethan will pay you.
Ethan will give
50
you...
bucks.
Yeah, I would. So reach out to Mad Dog King.
$150.
Mad
How
Dog.
$150.
I didn't say 150.
Oh, okay.
said
Well, I hadn't
50.
hit 10 yet. What's the offer?
Didn't you say 50?
I said
50.
50.
We said 50.
Yeah, 50.
Wait,
Ethan will give you $50 for the pack.
they have an open pack?
Unopened.
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 I heard open.
I heard open too.
No, unopened. Come on,
There's
you
like
guys.
three left.
This is nasty.
Make
You're
the
right.
offer.
This is horrific. What the hell?
Yo, when'd you get Taco Bell, Dan?
When you get Taco Bell?
6 question marks.
Yo, what?
What? You got Taco Bell?
You fuck with it?
The streets know that we're celebrating today. We got fast delivery.
I always get rushed.
Also,
over.
half of us didn't order today.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of
What is this red shit in here? Spicy too.
Pepper.
I think they messed up your order, is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
They forgot the taco supreme and gave extra black bean.
Oh, he had the whole thing about that being the
That
only
was
good
my
item.
backup. That was my plan B.
Wow.
All right, yeah, I think we're done with this. I think that's as much as we can get out of that. We got the gist of how it all came to be, which makes sense. Oh, God, I can't wait to see how this lawsuit plays out. All right, I'm saving my new skins, and then we'll, I guess I'll do the iDubbbz thing today, too. Or I could save that for tomorrow, which I might do, because it is fucking 3 a.m. But I did say we'd go longer tonight. But Jesus Christ. So I think that adds as much context as I can add. Let me go back real quick to his main channel and see the see if he did actually link those.